Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic Radio Theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Drama on this Sunday with episodes of the Lux Radio Theater, Madam Butterfly starring Cary Grant. Also Suspense, Nobody Ever Quits starring Tom McKee from 1955. Jack Webb and Dragnet from 1953, The Big Laugh. And we'll wrap it all up with an episode of Claudia. That's all straight ahead on this Sunday. This is the 8th day of March, 67th day of the year. We have 298 days left. New York Stock Exchange, founded on this date in 1817. The ironclad CSS Virginia, formerly the USS Merrimack, launched at Hampton Roads, Virginia in 1862. Susan B. Anthony testified on this date in 1884 before the U.S. Judiciary Committee of the House, arguing for an amendment to the Constitution granting women the right to vote in 1884. 1911, International Women's Day is celebrated for the first time. The U.S. Senate adopted the cloture rule in order to limit filibuster in 1917. 1924, near Castlegate, Utah, the Castlegate mine disaster killed 172 coal miners. The first stock car race held in Daytona Beach, Florida on this date in 1936, and the Supreme Court ruled religious instruction in public schools violated the Constitution, that ruling in 1948. The Soviet Union claimed to have an atomic bomb on this date in 1950. In 1957, Egypt reopened the Suez Canal. In 1964, on this date, Malcolm X announced his break from the Nation of Islam.
The political philosophy of black nationalism means we must control the politics and the politicians of our own community. They must no longer take orders from outside forces, and we will organize and sweep out of office all Negro politicians who are puppets for these outside forces.
2 days later, Malcolm X told Ebony magazine the black Muslim leaders have got to kill me. They can't afford to let me live. I know where the bodies are buried, and if they press me, I'll exhume some. A little less than a year later, Malcolm X would be gunned down by black Muslims. In 1965, 3,500 U.S. Marines arrived in South Vietnam, becoming the first American combat troops in Vietnam.
Landing craft brought most of the Marines through the choppy waves of the South China Sea into Da Nang Bay from the 7th Fleet offshore. 2 reinforced battalions were landed, a total of more than 3,500 men.
Correspondent Bill Plant. The fight of the century at Madison Square Garden took place on this date in 1971.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the vote. Referee Arthur McCanty scores it 8-6, 1 even for Frazier. RDI Dollar 9-6 for Frazier. Bull wrecked 11 rounds for Frazier, 4 rally, 1 even, 11-4. The winner by unanimous decision, and still heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Frazier.
Frazier defeating Muhammad Ali in the first of 3 epic bouts. Frazier would lose his 29-0 record and his championship to George Foreman almost 2 years later. In 1983, President Reagan called the Soviet Union an evil empire.
While they preach the supremacy of the state, declare its omnipotence over individual man, and predict its eventual domination of all peoples on the earth, they are the focus of evil in the modern world.
President Reagan speaking to the National Association of Evangelicals in Orlando, Florida. Supreme Court upheld the murder conviction of Timothy McVeigh on this date in 1999 in connection with the Oklahoma City bombing. In 2006, President George W. Bush called for North Korea to end missile testing through his spokesman, Sean McCormick.
The United States believes that the 6-party talks remain the best way to deal with the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. And I would also note that it is also a forum in which issues of missile proliferation and missile technology can also be addressed.
North Korea had launched 2 short-range missiles the day before. Passing away on this date in history, composer Hector Berlioz, President 13 Millard Fillmore, clergyman Henry Ward Beecher, President William Howard Taft, also Thomas Beecham, the composer, Harold Lloyd, the amusing comedy actor, also producer, musician Billy Eckstein, Peggy Cass, Joe DiMaggio, Edgar Winter, the actor, and the country singer-songwriter, Send Me the Pillow You Dream On, Please Help Me, I'm Falling, Hank Lachlan, all passing away on this date in history. Birthdays on this date include Dr. Zorba and the Ben Casey Shows, Sam Jaffe, The Skipper in Gilligan's Island, Alan Hale, dancer-actress Sid Charisse, actress Lynn Redgrave, and James Vanderbeek, who passed away earlier this year. All those folks born on this date in history, they are all now performing on a much bigger stage.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
He's done 60 years of great instrumental music. Pianist-composer Dick Hyman turns 99 years old today. Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees, I believe he is the last monkey standing at 81. Composer Carol Bayer Sager, 82 today. She had the big 1963 hit, I Will Follow Him. Peggy March, 78. Gary Newman, his big hit, Cars, 68. Former host of NBC Nightly News, Lester Holt, is 67.
Nightly News begins right now.
Holt, now the host of Dateline. Lester Holt, 67 today. Also turning 67, actor Aidan Quinn.
I know this cool lady, and I wrote a piece about her. She runs this elementary school. It's public, but it's alternative.
Aidan Quinn from Music of the Heart, 67 years old today. From The Practice, Cameron Manheim is 65. From Last Man on Earth and Soul Food, Boris Kodjoe is 53. Mr. Sarah Michelle Gellar, who, by the way, he has also had some hands in the WWE from time to time. Freddie Prinze Jr., 50. Actor Nick Zano is 48.
I can't commit to just one girl. I love all girls. Tall ones, short ones, redheads, brunettes. I can't stop. They're like freaking pistachio nuts.
From What I Like About You, Nick Zano, 48. From L.A. Inc., tattoo artist Kat Von D is 44. WWE wrestler Chad Gable, better known these days as the original El Grande Americano, a satire of lucha libre wrestlers, which was interesting considering that now the WWE owns one of the big lucha libre organizations. I believe it's AAA that they own. Anyway, Chad Gable, 40 years old. And Lily in the AT&T commercials, Miljana Vantrub is 39. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 8th day of March as their birthday. If this is your birthday...
Hi, we're the 4 freshmen, and we just want to say... Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
If your food isn't sitting like you like it to, if you're dealing with digestive issues, experience the power of simplicity with pure honey and ancient apotheria, harnessed for natural digestive balance and relief. Professor B's digestive aid was developed by an individual going through throat cancer. And, of course, you would suspect that's going to mess with your digestion. Well, Professor B's digestive aid help nature restore this person's balance. And it has helped people with acid reflux, other digestive issues, other cancer patients. Check it out at profbees.com. There's a survey there so you can see if it's going to give you the relief you want. And if it works, and by the way, the link's in the show notes. The link is also at classicradio.stream. But check out Professor B's Digestive Aid. If you decide you want to purchase, do me a favor and use my promo code Wyatt. What that does is that not only helps us, it helps support the podcast, but it also saves you 10%. So it's a win-win, don't you know? Check it out. Professor B's Digestive Aid, profbees.com, promo code Wyatt. Your gut deserves all the help it can get. Help it with Professor B's Digestive Aid. Coming up next, the Lux Radio Theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 7 years of bigger and bigger enrollments, America's grade schools will need nearly 250,000 extra teachers, besides those to fill normal vacancies. This great need, plus the growing public interest in education and improvements in schools, make elementary school teaching a more rewarding career than ever, a career that high school and college students should certainly consider. Education holds America's future, perhaps your future.
Now we go to the movies with Cary Grant in an episode of the Lux Radio Theater, Madam Butterfly. This goes back a long time. This is an oldie. This is going back 89 years to March 8th, 1937, starring Cary Grant.
Hollywood, California, Monday, March 8th. The Lux Radio Theater presents Grace Moore and Cary Grant in Madam Butterfly with Pedro de Cordova and Merrick Windheim. Lux presents Hollywood. Our stars, Grace Moore, Cary Grant, Pedro de Cordova, Merrick Windheim, and Crawford Kent. Our producer, Cecil B. DeMille. Our guests, Princess Ling, noted author and member of an old royal family of China, and Robert Cobb of Hollywood's world-famed Brown Derby. Our conductor, Louis Silver. This presentation comes to you through the makers of Lux Toilet Soap, direct from the Lux Radio Theater on Hollywood Boulevard, in the hope that your pleasure in listening to Madam Butterfly equals their pleasure in bringing it to you. Welcome, everyone. Have you ever wondered, as you take a cake of Lux toilet soap from its wrapper, how can they sell a soap like this for so little? Well, it's true that Lux toilet soap is an amazing value. Will you check off some facts with me? It is made just as the costliest French soaps are made, and of the very finest ingredients. It is mild, pure, snow white. It is delicately fragrant with an exclusive, expensive perfume. It has the special advantage of active lather that prevents choked pores, guards against cosmetic skin. It is only possible to sell a beauty soap like this at a modest price because so many of you, literally millions of you, use it and keep on using it. And surely it is significant that 9 out of 10 lovely screen stars who can afford to pay any price use inexpensive Lux toilet soap to guard their million-dollar complexions. And now, our producer, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cecil B. DeMille.
Greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. With the vigilance of an eagle guarding its young, the late David Belasco cherished his reputation as a producer of nothing but successful plays. Yet the time came when Mr. Belasco sponsored a production that the public did not like. It was called Naughty Anthony, and failed despite the talents of Blanche Bates and Frank Worthing. Mr. Belasco was equal to the occasion. He wrote a one-act play from a story by John Luther Long called Madam Butterfly, presenting it as an extra offering immediately after the last act of Naughty Anthony. With Blanche Bates as Butterfly, the play was a sensation. Yet at 8:30, the theater was consistently empty. It wasn't until after 10 o'clock each night that the ermined elegance of New York society stepped from their carriages and crowded the theater. One of the 10 o'clock scholars was an Italian composer. named Giacomo Antonio Domenico Michele Secondo Maria Puccini. He saw the play, conferred with Belasco, and wrote his immortal opera, Madame Butterfly. In our story tonight, we borrow from both play and opera. Since the opening of Columbia's new film, When You're in Love, Hollywood is hailing Grace Moore and Cary Grant as the most important team of the new year. Miss Moore has reached the fame in grand opera, motion pictures, radio, and on the concert stage that comes only to the truly great. In her first starring picture, One Night of Love, she sang the arias from Madame Butterfly, thereby introducing grand opera to talking pictures. We welcome her tonight as the little geisha girl, Cio-cio-San. Our Lieutenant Pinkerton is Cary Grant. Born in England, Cary ran away from school when 13 to become an acrobat. A month passed before his father caught up with him. But 3 years later, Cary was back with his old troupe. He came to New York, first as a comedian, later as a singer in operettas, thence to Hollywood, where 23 pictures have elevated him to well-earned stardom. Pedro de Cordoba, with whom I acted 35 years ago in E.H. Southern's company, will be heard as the Bonza. Marek Windheim fills the role of Goro, the same part he sang in the Metropolitan Opera House many times. The moment has come when footlights blaze forth. The musicians await the command of a raised baton, and the Lux Radio Theater presents Grace Moore and Cary Grant in Madame Butterfly with Pedro de Cordoba and Marek Windheim. Our scene is the inner garden of a Japanese tea house in Nagasaki. At bamboo tables along the wall, wealthy Japanese merchants and their friends sit over steaming cups, conversing in gentle tones, applauding the performance of the geisha girls. In a far corner of the garden, 2 Americans, Lieutenant Pinkerton of the United States Navy and his friend Sharpless of the American Consulate. Pinkerton stirs restlessly in his chair as Sharpless questions him.
You don't mean this, Pinkerton? You're not really serious.
Why not?
Oh, but a geisha girl, it's not being done, that's all.
You know, Sharpless, you're a prude. This is Japan, not Hackensack.
Exactly. And American naval officers don't go around marrying geisha girls.
Well, this one's going to. She'll have me. Supposing she is a geisha girl. She's as fine and decent as they come. Say, if I married an American cabaret singer, you wouldn't turn gray over it.
If you're an American girl, I'd say go to it. But these girls are different. Now, what's going to happen to her when you go back to the States? You can't take her with you, Pinkerton.
I've already told you, Sharpless. I'm in love with the girl.
You love her enough to spend the rest of your life with her?
What do you mean?
Well, you wouldn't have to. I suppose you know that.
I've heard something about it.
Yes. The Japanese law is convenient for foreigners. You can take a wife for 999 years, but you can annul the marriage any time you want merely by walking out on her.
Now, wait a minute. If you're suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm stating facts.
Well, it happens that I know the facts. It also happens that I love this girl. I'm going to marry her, regardless of what you think about it.
Well, it's your life, Pinkerton. You can do what you want with it.
Oh, forget it. Come on, Sharpless. Snap out of it.
Which girl is it?
She's here at this tea house. Her name's Cio-cio-San.
The one they call Butterfly?
Yes, you know her?
Oh, I've seen her. She's a pretty little thing. So young.
She's like a child sometimes. You know, I've never met a girl like her before. And I never will again. She's deep down inside of me, and I can't get her out. You see, I've got it pretty bad.
Lieutenant Pinkerton?
Yes, Goro?
Cio-cio-San says she waits your pleasure. Where do Lieutenant wish to sit with Cio-cio-San?
Oh, in the outer garden by the fountain. Hello, I'll see you there in a few minutes.
Cio-cio-San, be there.
Thanks. You'll excuse me, Sharpless?
Oh, Pinkerton.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
There's nothing I can say?
No, I'm afraid not. See you later, old man.
All right.
Butterfly.
Oh, Lieutenant B.S. Pinkerton.
You glad to see me?
Always so glad to see you. You bring me something today. A present, Lieutenant B.F. Pinkerton?
No, not today, Butterfly.
Oh, it is no matter.
Well, I'm sorry I forgot. You like me to bring things for you, don't you?
Yes, but not for gift. Only that I may show you how happy it makes me that you think of me.
Let's sit down, shall we?
We must not stay long. Soon I must go to Inner Garden to sing there.
Oh, they can wait. You're much more important to me right now.
Oh, Lieutenant B.F. Pinkerton, how nice things you say. But I am geisha girl, and geisha girl must sing.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, do you like this life, Butterfly?
Like? It is so hard to tell. It is the only life that ever I have known. Once, long, long ago, when I was such a little girl, I lived at American Mission.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there how quiet it was, how happy the life. They teach me there to sing, to play, to speak as you, American language. Oh, I remember such a small part of that life. It was so long ago.
Mm-hmm. How did it happen that you lived at a mission?
My mother, she died. Then my father. I was alone. They take me to mission to live there. But one day came my uncle to the mission and take me away.
Mm.
My uncle, he is priest, a bonzo.
A priest?
A priest of Japan. He take me from mission and bring me here to sing as geisha girl.
You mean he sold you?
He is a priest and very old. His wish must be done.
Butterfly, look at me. What would your uncle do if you left this place?
Leave the tea house? Oh, that cannot be. A geisha girl must stay until some rich merchant buy her for his wife.
Mm-hmm. And there are no rich merchants?
None that I like. They are not kind in their hearts like you, Lieutenant B.F. Pinkerton.
Butterfly, I did bring something for you today.
You bring a present?
Yeah. Here you are. See?
Oh, a ring. But this is not for me.
Why not?
It is too beautiful, too precious. Those jewels. Oh, it cannot be for me.
Charlie, listen. In America, when a girl puts this ring on her finger, it means she'll marry the man who gave it to her.
But I am not American girl.
I know, but I love you, Butterfly. I've loved you since the first day I saw you in this garden.
You want to marry me, Cio-cio-San?
Is it so surprising?
Oh, one night I have a dream. A man in the white of an officer come to me, in a garden where the cherry blossoms fall. He leans so close to me, until my eyes can see but him, until he is the whole world to my eyes. And then he whispered to me, telling me of his love. Now, that dream is here, but it frightens me, for fear it may still be a dream.
Suzuki,
Lieutenant Pinkerton?
has everyone gone?
Wedding party all gone. Eat many cakes, drink much wine.
Well, they're welcome to it. Say, Japanese girls have a lot of relatives, haven't they, Suzuki?
When girl marry rich American, always many relatives who help feed. Suzuki outside. Call if you want.
All right.
Lieutenant B.F. Pinkerton?
Come in, Butterfly.
They have gone.
Every single one.
I have think they stay forever.
Why, were you so anxious to be alone?
I am your wife now.
Come here, Butterfly. Let me look at you. Has anyone ever told you you were very, very pretty?
Some. Before this, I have never believed it. But now I am happy to be pretty. For you.
Oh, and you are, darling.
You know what I do yesterday, my husband? I go to Christian mission house.
Mm-hmm. For what?
I have taken a new religion.
What do you mean?
Your religion.
You shouldn't have done that, dear.
You were not angry.
Oh, you shouldn't have done it.
It is my love that makes me. In so many ways must I be worthy of you.
Yes, I know, Butterfly, but your family, if they knew about it, your friends...
They would hate me. I do not care. For you, I can forget my race, my people. If only you tell me that you love me.
Madame Butterfly.
Yes, Suzuki?
We have forgot your bundle from the tea house. Where shall I put it?
Oh, here, Suzuki. I will open it. Suzuki, you have closed screens?
In every room. It rained very hard, Madame Butterfly.
Oh, it is no matter. We are dry and warm in our new house.
It is not good that it rain on the day of a marriage. It is not good.
Well, there's a cheerful soul for you. What have you got in that bundle, Butterfly?
You wish to see? Some few things I have for many years. See?
What's that thing there? Looks like a small sword.
That I hold most sacred. It was my father's. It is written here something, here on the sword.
Yeah. To die with honor when one can no longer live with honor. What does that mean?
My father was a soldier. He was defeated in a great battle. This sword was sent to him from the Mikado.
And your father?
He was obedient.
You mean he killed himself?
To die with honor when one can no longer live with honor. It is the unwritten law of Japan.
Well, who the deuce is that?
Some of our guests returned.
Surely not at this hour.
Oh, Your Excellency.
Yes.
Enter.
His bandits.
It is my uncle, the bonzo.
What does he want?
Cio-cio-San.
Your Excellency.
Good evening.
1,000 pardons, but my business is not with you. Niece, come here.
Welcome to our house, Uncle. You will have tea. Suzuki, bring tea.
I want no tea. I've come to speak with you. To speak with you alone.
Uncle.
Wait a minute. If you've got anything to say to my wife, you can say it before me or not at all.
Cio-cio-San, today in the morning, you go to the house of the Christian mission. That is so?
Yes, Uncle. It is so.
Why did you go there? Why?
Uncle,
To swear an allegiance to the Christian God. To renounce the religion of your forebears. To bring disgrace upon your family before the Son of Heaven.
No.
This, I say, is true.
I am American wife now. My belief is as my husband.
You have renounced your true religion. For this, then, may the skies rain curses on your head.
Be quiet.
May your soul perish in everlasting torment. May your friends and family turn from you with loathing, and your children shrivel at their birth.
Get out.
I
Get out.
say is my curse upon you. As you have renounced your God, so may he renounce you.
Butterfly. Butterfly.
You hear what he says?
Yes, dear. Try not to think about it. Come here, darling.
Hold me close, please. So very close, Lieutenant B. Pinkerton. I am afraid.
And now, for a moment, let's listen in at the lobby of the Hotel Roosevelt here in Hollywood. At this time of day, it's quieter than usual, but a handful of people have dropped in. From a hard day at a nearby movie studio, from a shopping trip, from sightseeing. As usual, there's a celebrity or two.
Look, Tom. Isn't that Olivia de Havilland over there?
Yes, it sure is. Well, Betty, now you've actually seen a real live screen star. What do you think of her?
I think she's perfectly lovely. I adore the color of her hair and eyes. And her skin is gorgeous.
After I've shown you one of the big studios and you see the lights they work under, Betty, you'll know why a screen star can't face the camera without absolutely flawless skin.
Why, silly, I know that. For simply ages, I've been using the soap screen stars recommend for my own skin. Lux toilet soap.
Betty's a smart girl. She guards against unattractive cosmetic skin, tiny blemishes, enlarged pores, dullness. by following a simple rule that will bring results for you. Here it is. Before you put on fresh makeup, always before you go to bed, use Lux toilet soap.
Before we go to the break, let's talk about a couple of actors I never really heard of. And that's, first, let's start with the co-star in this, Grace Moore. She was an American operatic lyric soprano. She acted in musical theater and film, nicknamed the Tennessee Nightingale. She was born I don't have where she was born. Here we go, in the community of Slabtown in Cobb County, Tennessee. Now considered part of Del Rio. By the time she was 2, her family went to Knoxville, a move more later described as traumatic. She found urban life distasteful at the time. Family relocated to Jellicoe, Tennessee, a much smaller community. In fact, as of the 2020 census, there were only little over 2,000 people there. She was captain of the girls' basketball team, studied briefly at Ward Belmont College in Nashville, moved to Washington. She studied at the Wilson Green School of Music in Chevy Chase and went to New York to pursue her singing career and perform there in nightclubs. She did have appeared on Broadway in the movie, in the review Hitchy Coo by Jerome Kern. Did a number of things. She appeared in the second and third of Irving Berlin's series of 4 music box reviews, and she had quite the career. And, she did a good amount of work. But at the age of 48, along with 21 other people, she was killed in a plane crash near Copenhagen Airport on January 26, 1947. At the age of 48. That in and of itself was big. A lot of people were killed in that. Prince Gustav Adolf of Sweden, at the time second in line to the Swedish throne. Danish actress Gertrude Newman, and it was sad. Sad incident, and that's probably why we don't know more about her. A little later we'll talk about Pedro de Cordoba, whom you heard about in here. And here's somebody else I didn't know about. But we'll tell you about that. Got started in the movies in 1915. Lux Radio Theater, Madame Butterfly, starring this wonderful actress that I had never heard of, Grace Moore, along with another great actor we have all heard of, Cary Grant. 89 years ago, March 8th, 1937, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Did you know that for only $10 you can supplement the food rations of a family of 4 for a whole month? Just send that $10 to CARE, spelled C-A-R-E, New York. CARE guarantees delivery of its packages to 11 different countries in Europe, as well as to India, Israel, and Japan. Don't forget to include your name and address and the name and address of the family you want to receive the CARE package, because CARE is a person-to-person, international goodwill service.
One more note about Grace Moore. Not only did she perform in the Metropolitan Opera, she was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress for her performance in the movie One Night of Love. And that starred Grace Moore and Tullo Carmonti, directed by Victor Scherzinger, and adapted from the story Don't Fall in Love by Charles Behan and Dorothy Spear. Another movie I hadn't really heard much of, a 1934 movie. Interestingly, the movie cost $500,000 to make and did $2.5 million at the box office. Not a bad tale to tell you. All righty, let's continue now with the Lux Radio Theater. 89 years ago, March 8th, 1937.
Mr. DeMille carries on.
We continue with Madame Butterfly, starring Grace Moore and Cary Grant. Almost a year has passed, and despite the curse of the Japanese priest, Butterfly's life with the naval officer has been one of intense happiness. But now comes the long-awaited summons. Lieutenant Pinkerton has been called back to America. In Sharpless' office at the consulate, the two Americans face each other. Sharpless is reading the naval dispatch order.
And together with the destroyer President and the battleship Connecticut to leave the harbor at Nagasaki on the afternoon of April the 3rd at 5 o'clock and to set course for San Diego Naval Station. Further orders will be radioed en route.
Well, I guess that's that. April 3rd. That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, I did what I could, Pinkerton. It wasn't very much use. They want you back there. What are you going to do about Butterfly?
I don't know. This sort of hits me right between the eyes coming out of a clear sky like this. I can't think.
I told you once before you couldn't take her with you.
I know.
You knew you'd have to face this sometime, didn't you?
Maybe. I didn't think much about the future. That makes it twice as hard to think about it now.
You'll tell her, of course.
Of course.
When?
Well, tonight, I guess. I'll put it off as long as I can. I'll have to make her understand that I'm coming back.
Are you? How do you know?
I'll get back all right.
Now, look here, Pinkerton. I'm going to talk to you like an uncle. If I tread on your toes, yell out.
Well?
Weren't you engaged once, back in the States?
No.
To Kathryn Forbes?
I told you no. That was just a kid affair. We grew up together.
Your families rather counted on your getting married, didn't they? Still count on it.
What about it? It takes more than families to make a wedding.
I was just thinking, if you wanted to marry Kathryn, you could, you know.
Thanks. And what happens to Butterfly?
Oh, you know the law here. It's like a divorce. A month from now, she'll be free to do as she wants. Or she'll forget you, Pinkerton.
Don't you believe it. She can't forget me any more than I can forget her.
I wish you could. Oh, I know it sounds heartless and selfish, but it'll be a lot better. She'll live the life of the kind of life she should live, among her own people. Marry some wealthy merchant.
A wealthy merchant? You think that's going to ease my conscience?
Oh, why should you have a conscience? You've given her a year of happiness. She'd never have had this year if it hadn't been for you.
And what about the years to come, the sad years? She wouldn't have those either. You can't convince me, Sharpless. It just won't do.
No? I'm afraid it may have to do.
Butterfly.
Oh, I did not hear you come.
Go on with your playing, Butterfly.
I play only when you are not here, to pass away the hours. Now you have come back. I am happy again.
You're always happy, aren't you?
Always, when you are near me.
Butterfly, come here. How would you feel if I had to go away?
I should be sad.
Yes, but if it weren't for long, just a little while.
I should be sad, but happy. The hours would seem as days, and the days as years. But never would I tire of waiting.
You make it very difficult, dear.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you see, I do have to go away.
Oh, no.
Yes, Butterfly. And call me back to America. The order came today.
When must you leave?
Tomorrow, dear. We sail at sunset.
Tomorrow. At sunset.
Yes, dear.
Oh, tomorrow. It is so short a time. And I shall miss you so. And yet, it is right.
What is right?
It has been said that for every moment of happiness, there must be one of pain. I have been too happy with you, much too happy. And now I must know the pain.
Oh, you mustn't feel that way, Butterfly. It may not be for long.
How long?
I don't know, dear.
It is now the time when the robins nest. Do you think that when they nest again, you will come back to me?
Yes, Butterfly.
When the robins nest again. Oh, it is such a very long time.
Try not to think about it, dear. We still have tonight.
Yes, tonight. And I shall remember everything you say and everything you do. And I shall store each little thought far back in my mind, so that when you are gone, I may take them out, one by one, and hold them to my heart.
Lieutenant Pinkerton reporting, sir.
Oh, come in, Lieutenant. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Just received an order from the base, Lieutenant. I don't imagine it'll be much of a surprise to you, though.
Order, sir?
They're putting you ashore for a while, Lieutenant.
Ashore?
Yes, at San Diego. They'll report to Commander Wilson there. He'll instruct you in your new duty.
But I don't understand, sir. You mean I'm not to be with the fleet any longer?
Not for a while. Didn't Sharpless tell you?
Sharpless? No, sir.
Well, you'll assist at the training base. They need a good man, Lieutenant. I recommended you for the post some time ago.
Oh. So that's what Sharpless meant. How long am I to stay there, sir?
A year or two. Possibly 3.
3 years? I can't do it.
What's that?
I can't.
This is not a request, Lieutenant. It's an order.
I know, sir, but I'd rather resign.
You can't resign in the face of an order, Lieutenant Pinkerton. We don't ask men what they'd like to do in the Navy. We tell them to do it. Anything else?
No, sir. Nothing, sir.
Wait a moment, Goro. Now go back to the beginning and tell me the whole story. Slowly now.
Very good, Excellency. My name, Goro. I am, what to say, marriage broker. 2 days past, I go to see Madame Butterfly.
Yes?
I tell her, rich men, Yamadori, wish to marry her. She say, no. She say she's already married to Lieutenant Pinkerton. She say she's married to him 2 years. Cannot marry Yamadori. I say, I go to His Excellency, Mr. Sharpless, and ask him.
Does she want to marry this Yamadori?
Yamadori, very rich merchant. Very good much.
Oh, but does she want to marry him?
She will marry. Goro get big commission.
Oh. Well, then tell her she's free to do what she wants. She can marry Yamadori tomorrow.
Very good, Excellency. Goro tell her. She be very pleased. But, Lieutenant Pinkerton, you will tell him, Excellency, that Madame Butterfly is to marry?
Yes, I'll tell Pinkerton. He's in America now, but I'll write and tell him today.
Suzuki! You call Madame Butterfly?
Look, Suzuki, out there in the garden. You see that bird?
I see.
You know what this is, Suzuki? It is robin. Yesterday I see one. Today this is the second. Oh, they have come back. They have come to nest. Suzuki, why do you look at me like that?
Twice have the robins come to nest, but still he is not here.
But he will be soon. I know, Suzuki. I feel it.
Then why do his letters stop coming? First he write to you 1 whole year, then for 1 whole year there is no word.
I do not know why. If I could write to him, I would ask him why. But there is reason, Suzuki. There must be very good reason.
You do better to forget Lieutenant Pinkerton. You do better to marry Yamadori.
No. I have told you. I have told Goro. I have told Yamadori. I no can marry. I am Mrs. Lieutenant B.F. Pinkerton. Never will I marry someone else. Never. Oh, he will come back, Suzuki. He will come now. Oh, yes. If he knew about his little son.
He will never know he has a son.
That is not true. Why you say things like that?
Every night I pray to God, send back her husband to Little Butterfly. Send back the father of her baby son. Many months have come and go, yet is there no sign from the gods. Yet is there no answer.
There is answer here in my heart. It say, be brave, don't cry too much, for soon he will come back.
But yet have I never heard of foreign husbands who return to his house.
You have no faith, Suzuki, but I have faith. I know. It is like the song I sing to him the day before he leaves. The song of the girl who knows her lover will come back. Someday in his heart he will hear my song, and he will come.
chi sarà, e come sarà giunto, e dirà, chiamerà Butterfly lontana, io senza dar risposta, e me ne farò una sposta, punto per te io, e io una
for station identification. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is KNX, the Columbia Station, Los Angeles.
Grace Moore, Cary Grant, and our all-star cast return shortly in Madame Butterfly. The scene of our play, Japan, was the home for several years of tonight's royal guest, the Princess Ling, member of the imperial line of Manchus, who ruled China from the middle of the 17th century to 1912. Daughter of the late Lord Yu King, eminent Chinese Minister of Foreign Affairs and ambassador to many European nations, Princess Ling, now a resident of California, is a noted lecturer and author of many books on the Orient. Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Ling.
Thank you, Mr. DeMille. Listening to tonight's play brings back memories of a childhood spent in Japan when my father was ambassador in Tokyo. It was there that my tutor taught me the same dances that Madame Butterfly would dance as a geisha girl. There also did I learn the Japanese art of arranging flowers. Each year, blossoms become an occasion for imperial activities in Tokyo. My meeting with the Emperor and Empress of Japan, parents of the present ruler, took place at the cherry blossom garden party. I was greatly impressed by the loveliness of the Japanese women. What beauty care they used, I frankly cannot recall. But I do remember well that the Empress Dowager of China, the last of the Manchu rulers, was exceedingly particular about her personal appearance.
Are you going to tell us that Lux soap penetrated even to the Forbidden City in Peking?
No. The Empress lived in the days before Lux toilet soap. But I use Lux toilet soap, Mr. DeMille, and I am convinced there is nothing better. I was about to enroll in Vassar College when the Empress summoned me to the palace as lady-in-waiting.
What are the duties of a lady-in-waiting?
I had charge of her jewel room, her blue diamond crown, her pearl cage made of 3,500 pearls as large as canary eggs were almost as nothing in that room of fabulous wealth. But the real task of a lady-in-waiting was to entertain Her Majesty.
And what gave her the most pleasure?
Reading, particularly. The Taming of the Shrew, Romeo and Juliet were great favorites. There were those who say the old Empress had no heart. But when I finished Romeo and Juliet, she looked at me for a moment and quietly said, "It is quite true. Without love, there is no reason for life." With the Empress, the sun set on another line of royalty. Since those days, I have lived throughout the world,
And I assure you all, there is no other country where being alive can mean so much as in my adopted land, the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Princess Darling.
The case could be made here that Grace Moore was at the peak of her career at this point. She had not really broken through hugely in Hollywood. Her stardom was niche, somewhat limited. She didn't do a lot in Hollywood, but I think a lot of that had to do with her age. As we mentioned, when she passed away, she was very, very young. And so, while at this time, she had already broken through, if you will. She had that great movie, One Night of Love, as we mentioned, Metropolitan Opera, recordings, radio, concerts. Cary Grant was still very new and just breaking through. And given the fact that Madame Butterfly is very musical in nature, she deserved the star billing in this episode of the Lux Radio Theater. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the other individual that is discussed in this, another person I had not heard of, and this happens occasionally, Pedro de Cordoba. We'll have it about that when Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox continues in a moment.
What do the next 200 years hold for America? One thing is certain. Unless we're careful with fire in the forest, we'll be living in a world without newspapers or books or magazines. A world without lumber, without oak desks or walnut paneling, without beam ceilings or hardwood floors. It'll be a world you probably won't like, but it's a world you can prevent from ever happening simply by being careful with fire today.
A public service on behalf of your state foresters, the Forest Service, and the Ad Council.
Very, very seriously. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Pedro de Cordoba mentioned in this, and this is a name I didn't know, and I thought, well, if he's related to Freddie de Cordoba. Part of that dealing with what I would always think about, The Tonight Show. Actually, he was born in New York City to Cuban and French parents in 1881. A classically trained theater actor who said he didn't enjoy appearing in silent films near as much as he liked working on stage. But he did a lot during the silent film era. In fact, his first film was Cecil B. DeMille's version of Carmen in 1915. He became a regular leading man in Hollywood. He was cast with stage actresses of the day as Kathryn Cornell and Jane Cowell. And sound film era, he had a great voice, as you can hear here today. He was most often cast as aristocratic or clerical characters of Hispanic origin. He had a good career. As we mentioned, Carmen was his first film. He appeared in a number of other films. Let me get the Ghost Breakers. That was a crazy one, that Bob Hope movie that we've heard before. But he did a very good job. Mentioned of his radio appearances, 1937's Lux Radio Theater, and 1946's Hollywood Star Time, The Song of Bernadette. I think one of his last appearances was in the 1951 motion picture Where the Redskins Rode. But that was released after his passing. He passed in September of 1950 at the age of 68. Good long life, and why have I not heard more about this man? But that just goes to show you. Okay, let's continue now with more of the Lux Radio Theater and listen to Mr. de Cordoba and Cary Grant and this wonderful songstress, Grace Moore, as Madame Butterfly. The Lux Radio Theater. Mr. DeMille?
Once more, Madame Butterfly, starring Grace Moore and Cary Grant. Another year has gone by, but Butterfly's faith is still unshaken. With the passing of each day, she's happier, secure in her belief that every hour brings her husband closer. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, the American naval officer, has been trying to forget his Japanese wife, thinking that she's married the wealthy merchant. He's received new sailing orders, a trip to the Orient, to Nagasaki. It's the night before his departure. An officer's dance is in progress on board his ship. Pinkerton stands at the rail, gazing thoughtfully across the bay.
Hello there.
Huh? Oh, hello, Kathryn.
I've been looking all over for you. What are you doing? Hiding?
No, I just came out here to think.
About me?
Oh, sure.
Oh, look out there. It's beautiful, isn't it? And tomorrow you'll be sailing out of port into the sun.
Yes.
I'll bet a beach it if you can.
You probably will. You'll be stalling around out there for a week or so, battle maneuvers.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm going. I had an awful time talking Dad into it. He kept yelling that he couldn't get away.
Did you get your tickets?
Uh-huh. We're sailing day after tomorrow on the Empress. I'll be a native by the time you get there. Would you like me in a Japanese kimono with a comb in my hair?
Sure I would. You know, I never thought I'd be going back again.
Why not?
Oh, I don't know. I had an idea I'd be on shore for the rest of my life. It seems funny now.
What seems funny? Going back to Japan?
Yes, after 3 years. So much can happen in 3 years, Kathryn. So much has happened.
But I don't understand you.
Oh, it's all right. I guess I don't understand myself.
You're acting so strangely tonight. There's nothing wrong, is there? Nothing you want to tell me?
No, it's all right. Let's forget it.
Oh, wait. It has nothing to do with me, has it? The way you feel about me.
What makes you ask that?
Oh, I don't know. It's just a feeling I have sometimes. You've known me for so long, and sometimes when you hold me in your arms, there's such a strange look in your eyes. As if you hardly knew I was there. As if you were thinking of someone else.
Kathryn,
That isn't true, is it? You do love me. Really love me.
Of course, Kathryn.
Oh, and I love you. So much. Let's be married in Japan, shall we?
Madam Butterfly?
Yes?
His Excellency, Mr. Shopless. He is here.
Oh, come in. Enter, Your Excellency.
Good afternoon.
I am so glad you come. Your presence lights my house.
Thank you.
Why did you not come before?
Well, I've been very busy. How have you been?
Oh, very nice.
You've been happy?
Oh, yes.
Butterfly, I heard some time ago that you were to be married again to Yamadori.
That is so funny. Goro, he come to me and say I should marry. But how can that be? I'm already married. Goro, say, when Lieutenant Pinkerton leave you, it is divorce. But I tell him no. To leave your wife is no divorce in the country of my husband.
But if Goro was right, Butterfly.
Goro is not right. I know. Why do you say that?
Well, because I've had news of Pinkerton.
News? How is he? Is he coming back? What does he say?
Butterfly, I don't know how to tell you this. But if you can still marry Yamadori, I advise you to accept his offer.
What? You say I should be Yamadori's wife?
Yes, Butterfly.
You say that? You, American consul? When you know that me, I am already married?
Oh, but Yamadori was right. Your marriage was under the Japanese law. It's not binding.
You mean I am not Lieutenant B.F. Pinkerton's wife?
Yes.
No, it cannot be. Love, do not forget. And when he hear about his son...
What's that?
You do not know his father, do not know.
His son? You have a son?
Yes, you see? That is love, Your Excellency. You write him please for me, will you? You tell him of his baby. Oh, such a nice baby. With just his face, the same hair, the same blue eyes. He will come back then. He must come back then. You hear that? Listen.
Madam Butterfly.
Yes?
Madam Butterfly.
Yes.
The boats, the 4 American boats. They sail into the harbor.
The American boat. Your Excellency, the American boat. He is on them. Oh, tell me.
Yes, Butterfly.
Are you here, Suzuki? Lieutenant B.F. Pinkerton has come back. Quick, Suzuki, my best dress.
Best dress.
Oh, Your Excellency, your tea I have forgotten.
Oh, it's all right. I can't stay anywhere.
I am so excited. You will see him at the boat.
Yes, I may.
Then tell him, please, that I am waiting. Ask him, please, to hurry.
I'll tell him. Goodbye, Butterfly.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Your Excellency. Suzuki, here is the best dress. Oh, Suzuki, we must hurry. His room, it must be fixed. His slippers, his chair. That I will do. And me. Oh, today I must be pretty, Suzuki, with my best dress and poppies in my hair. Like when I was bride.
Rest is the best beauty. He not come yet. You sleep.
Sleep? How can I sleep? Oh, no, Suzuki. We will wait for him. I in my best dress, and our son in his finest suit. There we shall sit by the window, as we have so often. And soon he will be here. Soon. Soon.
Madame Butterfly, you are asleep?
You must not wake the baby.
All day have you been sitting by the window, and still he is not here. It is very late.
He will come. It must be that he cannot go from the boat. Sailors have rules, Suzuki. Even a wife counts nothing. You must not cry, my son. Soon your father will be coming. It is not good that he should see you crying. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, my son.
Yes? Oh, coming, Sergeant. I wasn't sure you'd be up here, Pinkerton. It's very early.
I hadn't been to bed.
What were you doing?
Walking the floor, thinking over what you told me, trying to figure things out.
You didn't go to see Butterfly?
Oh, how could I? Kathryn is here. She traveled 5,000 miles to be near me. I couldn't just walk out on her.
I'm sorry, ma'am. If I hadn't been such a fool, the girl told me she was going to be married.
Oh, I don't blame you, Sharpless. I blame myself for believing your letter. I blame myself for thinking for 1 minute that she could have married again. All this time she's been waiting for me, sitting up there in that house.
What are you going to do? Kathryn will have to know about it sometime.
She knows about it now.
You told her?
Last night. It was the least I could do. I told her everything, the whole story.
What did she say?
What could she say? She looked at me as if I'd hit her. I couldn't face her after that. I came back here. It's toughest on her, I think. We were to be married here, you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, perhaps I shouldn't have said anything, Pinkerton. Well, it might have worked out some way.
No, they don't work themselves out, these things. You've got to face them from the start.
But how are you going to face it?
The only way possible. I love Butterfly. I'll never stop loving her. I'm going back to her.
I've got to see her. Tell her I've got to.
All night she has been sitting up. She is tired.
Oh, please, you don't understand. Suzuki! Suzuki, who is there? Oh.
This lady has come. She wants to see you.
Me? Are you Madame Butterfly? Yes. What is it, please? You don't know me. My name is Kathryn Forbes.
It's very important, or I wouldn't have come at this hour. It's about Lieutenant Pinkerton.
Lieutenant Pinkerton? I have waited for him all night. You know where he is?
Yes, I do.
Then why doesn't he come to me?
Why? Because he thought that you were married again. Because he thought you'd forgotten.
Forgot him? Oh, no. He couldn't have think that.
But he did. I know he did.
How you know?
Because he was engaged to me.
Engaged?
You know what that means. He was going to marry me. Make me his wife.
Make you his wife? No.
Oh, I love him. That's why I've come to you, to ask you to give him up. I'll take the baby if you wish. I'll bring it up as my own, but please, don't ruin his life. Don't make him come back to you when he wants to come to me.
Did he tell you that? That he loved you more than me?
How could he tell me? He's tied to you now. He thinks he must come back. You won't ask him to, will you? You won't make him give up everything. His career, his life.
He loved me. He loved me then.
But did he? Really? He might have thought he did, but it couldn't have been love. Now, he looked on you as a child, a plaything.
No, no plaything. I am Mrs. Lieutenant D.F. Pinkerton. If I am not that, then I am nothing.
But he loves me. Now, please try to understand. Try to understand how much better it will be. For him. You try to help him. If you love him, you will help him.
Better for him?
You do see that, don't you?
I don't know. But if it is better, you would see him now?
When I go back, yes.
Then tell him that I am not unhappy. Tell him I wish for him all that he wants. Thank him, Mr. D.F. Pinkerton, for all the kindness he has shown me when he was here. And tell him that perhaps I marry soon another man, a very rich man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Madam Butterfly.
Suzuki?
I am here.
You heard what she says, Suzuki. She is right. He do not love me. I am no longer Mrs. Lieutenant B.F. Pinkerton. Madam Butterfly. No, do not cry. It is no use to cry, for tears will not bring him back to me again. Some short while ago, Suzuki, you say that I should rest. Go away, Suzuki, and I will rest now. I wish to rest, sleep, long sleep. And when you see me again, look whether I be not beautiful once more. As a bride, what you going to do? My father's sword, Suzuki. You will give it to me. No! No! Give it to me, please. It is there, on the table. Oh. Now, so that I have no more pain. Goodbye, Suzuki. Go now, please. To die with honor when one can no longer live with honor.
Butterfly! Butterfly! Where are you? Butterfly! What have you done? Butterfly, look at me. I'll come back to you, dear.
It is too late, my darling. Go back to her. She loves you.
Oh, darling, darling, why did you do it? Why, Butterfly, why?
Do not be unhappy for me. It is better this way. Too bad those robins do not nest again.
Oh, Butterfly. Butterfly!
Our play is done. As Grace Moore and Cary Grant return in a moment to the microphone. Around the corner from the Lux Radio Theater is one of the most widely known restaurants in the world, the Brown Derby. Visitors to Hollywood make it one of their first stops, for it is there that the screen's celebrated stars and executives may be found at any hour, from breakfast through midnight supper time. Tradition has made the Derby a meeting as well as an eating place. Between its walls, many a contract has been signed, and many other writers and composers famous for works born over a cup of Derby coffee. Robert Cobb, president of the Brown Derby Corporation and husband of Paramount star Gail Patrick, is here tonight with a word about Hollywood's table mannerisms. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Cobb.
Thank you very much, Mr. DeMille. But all this finds me a little bit uneasy, ladies and gentlemen, because you see the landlord of the Brown Derby happens to be Mr. C.B. DeMille.
That's all right, Bob. Just relax. The rent's been paid, and there's nothing more I can demand except one of your famous Derby salads for tomorrow's lunch. I might suggest, though, that you tell our listeners how the Derby originated.
The Derby was founded by the late Herbert K. Somborn. When his friends tried to discourage him, Mr. Somborn always replied, I could build the kind of a place I have in mind inside of a Brown Derby and still make it successful.
Oh, we've told our audience from time to time what the stars wear, how they spend their spare time, what they do culturally, how they...
Keep their complexions?
Yes, I seem to have a vague recollection of touching lightly on that subject before.
Then before you go on, I might say that you, with Lux Toilet Soap, and I, with a bill of fare, are aiming at the same thing, to deliver the very best. The lounge rooms of the Derbies are supplied with Lux soap exclusively for the convenience of the stars. And incidentally, we also use it in our homes. Now let's see, where were we?
I just stopped you from serving a Lux soap sandwich. So, I suggest you tell us something of the stars' appetites.
Well, they vary a great deal. I found the dish of Wallace Berry, for instance, to be nothing more elegant than corned beef hash. While Gary Cooper is strictly a beef stew man. Marlena Dietrich's pet dish is lobster thermidor. And Clark Gable and Carol Lombard go for T-bone steaks. But Joan Bennett likes dainty dishes. Ann Southern keeps in trim by eating non-fattening vegetables. But when George Raft waltzes in, the chef immediately puts on another hamburger deluxe. Stu Irwin and Eddie Sutherland, the director, have a yen for Chinese food, but Joey Brown has no favorites. He likes food and plenty of it. My wife, Gail Patrick, is also a very good customer of the Brown Derby. As a matter of fact, she thinks the kitchen in our home is a place to store trunks. By the way, since I promised to take Gail out to dinner tonight, I'd better say thanks and goodbye.
Where are you taking her, Bob?
Oh, we thought we might try something different for a change. Probably go to the Derby.
I hope you've made a reservation. The tremendous success of our star's new picture, When You're in Love, is reason enough, I think, to ask them to talk about it. One of the hits of the film is Miss Moore's rendition of Minnie the Moocher. Perhaps she'll tell us what it's like for an opera star to go Harlem. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Moore and Cary Grant.
Thank you, Mr. DeMille. Oddly enough, I found Minnie the Moocher a delightful but very, very difficult aria. I must confess that when it came time for me to sing it, I suffered the first attack I've ever had of real stage fright. Mm-hmm. When I was finished, I was certainly ready for the showers.
Oh, yeah. We had them too, Mr. DeMille. For 3 solid days, we were drenched to the skin making that rain scene in the woods. And neither Grace's double nor mine, Mel Merrihew, got a drop on them. We really got it all.
That was the longest shower bath I've ever taken. The only thing lacking was a cake of Lux toilet soap. Soap. Whose praises, that's Mr. DeMille, I'm always glad to sing.
Now, that's praise on a high scale.
Last spring on my Scandinavian tour, I found Lux soap wherever I went. There was even a big poster with my picture advertising it in every hotel lobby in the towns I sang in. But in spite of the rain in our picture, we had a splendid time, thanks to another great director, Robert Riskin.
Dick, Grace, like Mr. Riskin, is becoming quite a writer. In between scenes, he'd go to her dressing room and edit her new book.
That's news. What's it about?
The Romance of Food. It's a book of recipes. It tells all about the delicious foods I've discovered all over this country and Europe, and I think I'll go to the Derby tonight for dinner.
There's only one thing more, Miss Moore, to make it a perfect evening for us, and that's another song from you.
What would you like to have me sing, Mr. DeMille?
Whatever you'd like to sing, Miss Moore.
Well, tonight's program sort of brings back old memories, fond memories. So just for old time's sake, I think I'll sing Chitty Bitty Bee.
Finiti loi coi baci, d'amorosa vita, e la verità la luna, e non llama morire, e se pur la luna sia, noi la siamo d'amore, anzi valido sul raggio, ti consiglio a me qui. Ma poi chissà cosa dirò, e io dirò, cosa dirò. Che bella tu, che bel dentin, che bella fin, che bel bocchino, che bel dentin, che bella fin, che bel dentin, che bella fin.
To you, Miss Moore, and to you, Cary, our deepest thanks. We look forward to having you both with us again in the near future. Next Monday night, the Lux Radio Theater brings you Marlene Dietrich with Herbert Marshall in Desire. To tell you more is scarcely necessary, save that our story is that of a jewel thief, played by Miss Dietrich with such marked success on the screen. Herbert Marshall returns for his fourth appearance on our stage. Our sponsors, the makers of Lux Toilet Soap, join me in inviting you to be with us again next Monday night when the Lux Radio Theater presents Marlene Dietrich with Herbert Marshall in Desire. This is Cecil B. DeMille saying good night to you from Hollywood.
Your announcer has been Melville Ruiz. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Now, of course, we mentioned that this was primarily an opera, Madame Butterfly. It was adapted into a motion picture in 1932 with Sylvia Sidney and Cary Grant, and maybe that's what we want to say this is. And in 1954, it was screen adapted of the actual opera itself in Italy. So there we go. And it has, of course, been used. And of course, the best known adaptation is Miss Saigon, a musical adapted into it in 1989. And Miss Saigon got some serious interest because, as I recall at one point in time, Miss Saigon had a lead who was Filipina. And that was just outrageous to some people. But what can I say? Anyway, there we have it. The Lux Radio Theater adaptation of Madame Butterfly, starring Cary Grant and Grace Moore. Okay, let's tell you what's coming up the next couple of days here on Classic Radio Theater. On Monday's show, tomorrow, we will have more drama. Barry Craig Confidential Investigator, Lights Out, The Mysterious Traveler. And our lead, Arch Obler's plays Jimmy Cagney in Johnny Got His Gun. an amazing story. And the way Obler adapted that story and the way Cagney acted it, rip out your heart. It really will. We'll do comedy on Tuesday with Abbott and Costello, Amos and Andy, My Favorite Husband starring Lucille Ball, and The Adventures of Archie Andrews. More comedy on Wednesday with Our Miss Brooks starring Eve Arden, Jimmy Durante, Father Knows Best starring Robert Young, and The Great Gildersleeve starring Harold Perry. On Thursday and Friday, both days, we will have Westerns. We will have The Adventures of Red Ryder, Gunsmoke, and John Wayne, and She Wore a Yellow Ribbon from the Lux Radio Theater. And then on Friday, we'll have John Daner and Have Gun Will Travel, Frontier Town, and another Lux Radio Theater production, Roy Rogers and Martha Scott in Old Oklahoma. Saturday, we'll have comedy with Jack Benny in a 1948 rendition. I was going to play something else in that slot, but this is where Jack Benny is revealed as the walking man. And it almost broke up his marriage, and I hopefully will remember to tell you that story. Also, My Friend Irma, starring Marie Wilson, and the Lux Radio Theater production of What a Woman, starring Robert Russell and Robert Cummings. Yeah, a lot of Lux Radio Theater. We can do that on the podcast that we could not do it on radio because those were an hour-long presentation, and we only really had 40 minutes on the radio, if that, if we were lucky. Okay, on Sunday, more drama. A week from today, we will have an episode of Escape, The Man with the Steel Teeth, written by John Daner, starring Harry Bartell. We'll also have an episode of The March of Time from 1945. We don't have a lot of those episodes, and I think we need to hear that one. Ernest Chappell with an episode of Quiet Please, and of course, Dragnet in The Big Impossible. That's a week from today on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Of course, you can visit us anytime at classicradio.stream to support the podcast. We thank you all for doing such a wonderful job in keeping us going. We're going to move from the 1937 to 1955 for an episode of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Can I take this can of used back to the store and keep the money?
Why, yes. But what made you think about doing that all of a sudden?
Well, heck, Mom. They got a big sign in the store about it. They're paying real money for this used fat now.
Yes, you may be surprised at how much dealers are paying for used fats these days. It soon counts up. You see, used fats are still needed very much. This country and the whole world are still short of oils for making soap and other industrial products. So whether you let Junior keep the change or use the money to cut down your grocery bills, it pays to save every drop of used fat.
Now we roll on Classic Radio Theater by going back 71 years to March 8th, 1955. Radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Tom McKee in a show we've run before under a different name. But this is Tom McKee in Nobody Ever Quits. It's a story about some thugs, if you will.
And now, tonight's presentation of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Tonight, the story of a man who tries to escape his past and is faced with no future. We call it Nobody Ever Quits. So now, starring Tom McKee, here is tonight's suspense play, Nobody Ever Quits.
Come right up. Fill her up.
Yes, sir.
Well, you better check the oil and water, too. Hey, you got any hot coffee inside?
Yeah, hot and black.
Oh, that's for me. Must be close to zero.
Not that bad. Down around 20. Drop tonight, though. Radio says we might get a blizzard.
And they call this sunny California.
Well, we're more than 5,000 feet here. 6,500 at the top of the pass up the road a piece.
Yeah, I know. I just came over it.
Heading north?
Yeah, Vegas. How far is it from here?
Well, let's see. 260 from Victorville. Victorville's 32 from here. What's the matter, you lost?
What makes you think so?
Well, Cajon Pass is the direct route. Not many cars come over the mountains in the winter.
Say, ain't I seen you someplace before?
No. Not unless you've been through here before.
No, never. I mean back east someplace. You come from back east?
Never been. Come from up north. Wairika.
Yeah, that's funny. You take that mustache off and you'd be a ringer for a kid I once knew back in Jersey City. Joey Perino. Funny.
Yeah. Lookalikes. You run into him sometime.
Yeah. You sure you were never back east?
Yeah, sure.
That's funny. Without that mustache, I'd swear...
You'd be mistaken.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, where do I find the coffee?
Right inside, sir. Sally will take care of you.
Oh, you better check the battery and the tires, too, huh?
Sure thing.
Oh, I'll have a cup of black coffee.
Yes,
please.
sir.
Change will be required on all cars in the mountain regions. Tonight's storm is expected to bring at least 6 inches of snow down to about the 3,000-foot level. Now let's get back to the music.
Here you are.
Oh, thanks. This coffee feels good. It sounds like you might be snowed in.
Oh, won't be the first time.
That might be dangerous considering
Oh, no. I'm not expecting until April. We never get any snow that late.
Not even when the weather's unusual, like they say out here?
Well, it's never that unusual. You better get Walt to put your chains on.
Oh, I haven't got any.
Well, then watch your step going down the hill, particularly Mooshoe Curve. It's bad in the snow like this.
Oh, thanks. I'll remember that. Is, he your husband?
Who?
The fella gassing me up, this, Walt.
Yeah?
You two all alone up here?
Oh, there's my dad. He'd better get a move on or he won't get up that mountain tonight.
Oh, where is he?
Went down to Victorville this afternoon for supplies. Seems to me you're asking a lot of questions.
Yeah, maybe I am. I'm sorry. Just that traveling alone like I am, you get lonely. It's nice to talk to someone.
Sure, I know it is.
You born around here?
No, up north.
Wairika?
Yeah. How'd you guess?
Well, your husband said that's where he comes from.
He did?
Yeah, doesn't he?
He said he did, didn't he?
Yeah. Say, you ever hear of a guy named Joey Perino?
No. Why should I?
Your husband looks like him.
What if he does?
Nothing. You ever been east?
Nope, never outside the state. You ask more questions than a cop.
Don't worry, I ain't no cop.
Well, it's all set to roll.
Oh, I need any oil?
No, full up.
How much do I owe you?
Let's see, 12 gallons, that'll be $3.95.
Was that plus the coffee?
Compliments to the management, the policy of the establishment. Free coffee during blizzards. All right, Sally?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, here you are.
I'll get you change.
Hey, don't bother. $3.95 for the gas and 10 cents for the coffee. I got a policy, too. I don't take handouts.
Oh, but Walt was only
I
trying...
don't want to be owing anybody anything, sister. Particularly rats. He's saying you, Joey.
Joey? What do you mean, Walt, calling you Joey?
That's nuts.
He asked an awful lot of questions.
What kind of questions?
About me, about you. He said you told him you came from Wairika. Why'd you tell him that?
Look, honey, the guy's nuts. I never told him I came from Wairika.
You never told me where you came from either, Walt. You just said you came from back east.
Well, what difference does it make?
It didn't then when we first met. It doesn't now if you tell me it doesn't.
All right. I tell you it doesn't.
Okay. Forgive me for being foolish. That man had me scared. The way he asked questions, the way he looked at you. He called you a rat. He called you Joey.
Oh, he's nuts, honey. Come on. You better get to bed. It's going to be a long, cold night.
All right. You coming?
Yeah, in a little while. Won't be much more business in this storm.
You know something, Walt?
And what?
I love you. I love you very much.
Is that a fact?
Las Vegas Inn, good evening.
This is Victorville, California. I have a person-to-person call from Mr. Pirelli.
Hold the line, please. I'll try to locate Mr. Pirelli.
Hello.
Mr. Pirelli?
Yeah?
I have a long-distance call for you from Victorville, California.
Who's calling?
Just a moment, please. Who's calling, Mr. Pirelli? Mr. Battaglia.
Okay, operator, put him on.
Go ahead, sir.
Hello, Pete? Yeah, Bat. What are you doing in Victorville? You're supposed to be here by dinner time.
Yeah, I know, but I sort of got lost in the mountains.
Yeah, figures. I know you get lost in Jersey City.
Yeah. But wait till you hear what I found.
A gold mine, I suppose.
No. Joey Perino.
You're kidding. Where?
In a gas station back in the hills.
You sure it's Joey?
Well, sure I'm sure. He's got a mustache, and he's got a wife, and he calls himself Walt something or other, but it's Joey, all right.
Did he recognize you?
Well, sure he did, but he didn't let on. I thought I'd better tell you.
Hey, wait a minute. If he recognized you, he'll take it on a lamb.
Oh, not a chance, Pete. He's up there all alone with his wife. She's in a family way, and it's blowing up a blizzard. He wouldn't risk getting her out in this kind of weather.
Hey, where are you?
In a joint called, White Spot.
All right, now you sit tight. I'll be there in a couple hours.
Well, how you going to do that?
I'm going to charter a plane.
But, boss, I'll be glad to handle him for you.
Hey, I'm sure you would, Bat, but this one I want to take care of myself, in my own way, if you get what I mean.
I get what you mean. I'll wait for you here, huh?
What's the name of this place where he's at?
Walt Summit Service. Why?
Thought I might give him a ring before I leave.
Tip him off?
No, I'm going to offer him another chance.
Are you kidding?
What do you think?
Walt Summit Service, good evening.
Hi, Joey.
You must have the wrong number. This is Walt Summit Service.
No, Joey. I got the right number. This is Big Pete, remember me? Bat just told me he was by your joint a little while ago.
There's some mistake. I don't know what you're talking about. This is Walt Summit Service.
Okay, Joey, if you want it that way, it's Walt Summit Service and you're Walt. But back in Jersey City, you're still Joey Perino to all the boys. And Joey, the boys miss you. All of them. But me in particular. I miss you so much, Joey, I feel I just gotta talk to you.
I'm sorry. You have the wrong number.
Walt?
Yeah, honey?
Who was that?
Hey, you're supposed to be asleep.
I was just dozing off and the phone woke me up. Who was it, Walt?
Somebody had a wrong number.
Well, it took you long enough to tell him.
Guy was drunk or something.
Oh?
Look, you go back to sleep, honey.
Aren't you coming?
Nah, I don't feel very sleepy. I'll sit up a while and wait for your dad.
Oh, I don't think he'll try to come up the mountain tonight in this storm and all.
I'll sit up a while anyway. Keep the coffee hot in case he does.
All right, honey. But don't make it too late. I get lonely in here without you.
I know, darling. Look, you go to sleep now.
You are listening to Nobody Ever Quits, tonight's presentation in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Put spring cleaning on the list early this year. If you do, you're bound to put a crimp in those home fire statistics. Clean out all accumulated rubbish. When it's gone, it can't burn. Another thing, if you have frayed electrical wiring anywhere, have it replaced. Be fire-sighted about your home, and it'll always be there when you want it. Prevent home fires. It's cheaper and safer than putting them out. And now we bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Tom McKee, starring in tonight's production of Nobody Ever Quits, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
And small craft warnings are flying from Point Conception to Point Doom. The Weather Bureau predicts that close on the heels of the present storm is another, developing off the coast of Northern California. This is an undisguised blessing for the farmer in the San Joaquin County, the growers in Orange County.
Wild Summit Service.
Hi, Joey.
Wrong number.
Should not have hang up on me, Joey.
Wrong number.
You listen to me, and you listen good. I want to talk to you, and I'm gonna.
You got the wrong number.
Okay, Joey, okay. And now you listen. You know a joint in Victorville called the White Spot?
Yeah, I know it.
Good. I'm at the airport in Vegas. I'm taking off of here in 5 minutes. You take off in 5 minutes too, Joey.
Look here.
Don't hang up on me again, Joey. You listen to me. It'll take you about the same time to get down off the mountain as it'll take me to fly to Victorville. You meet me in the White Spot. Now, that's an order.
I don't take orders from you anymore.
You'll take this one or I'll come up there and shove it down your throat.
Listen. Highway patrol car just pulled up outside.
Who are you kidding, Joey? Well, you think you can scare me off with them two-bitted cops?
I'm not trying to kid you, Pete.
That's my boy, Joey. You finally acknowledge your old boss, huh? Now, you ain't gonna squeal at them orange pickers, are you, Joey?
I'm not a squealer, Pete.
Ain't you?
No.
How do I know?
I'm telling you.
So how come you took a powder on me 2 years ago? How come? How come you just blew?
I just wanted out.
Hey, Walt, you in there?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Who are you talking to?
State cops, I told you.
Well, you gonna tell them why you walked out on old Pete?
I don't tell nothing to nobody. I just want to be left alone. I wanted out, I got out.
You ain't out, kid. Nobody ever quits.
Look, leave me alone, will you, Pete? Sure, so I worked for you, I drove for you. I don't know nothing, I ain't talking.
Sure you ain't.
I gotta go now. Just let me alone, Pete. For the love of heaven, let me alone.
What? There's someone at the door.
I know it, honey.
Who you talking to now?
My wife, she's awake.
Well, you get rid of the cops, Joe, and you send your wife back to bed, and you'll meet me in 2 hours at the White Spot in Victorville. You got it? You better be there, Joey, or I'm coming up the hill for you.
Oh, Miss Parson. Sorry I disturbed you, ma'am.
Oh, that's all right, Sergeant Toohey. Walt was on the...
Yes, Sergeant, some crackpot. Second time he's called tonight. Got a wrong number and he can't get out of his drunken head.
I just stopped by to see if you folks were all right.
Oh, sure. Snug as a bug in a rug.
Have a cup of coffee?
Well, yes, thanks, Miss Parsons. I guess maybe I dropped for that, too.
I thought maybe you might have an ulterior motive.
How's the weather outside?
Tain't fit night for man or motor car. Pass is closed, and we won't be able to get plows through from the other side until tomorrow forenoon.
Well, that's what you can expect in February.
Yeah. All those jokes about unusual weather. Fellow lives his life in California like you and me, and well, we know how she goes, eh, Walt?
That's a fact.
There you are, Sergeant. Sugar, cream, and hot, I hope.
Oh, wonderful, Mrs. Parsons. Oh, just as advertised.
Sally.
Yes, darling?
Like the sergeant says, ain't a fit night out for man or motor car.
Yes?
I thought maybe we might put him up for the night.
Well, of course.
Well, no, I wouldn't want to inconvenience you.
Oh, but it wouldn't
Not at all, Sergeant. No inconvenience at all. We sure like to have you stay.
Well, that's right nice of you, believe me, but I've got to get down on the road.
But it's after 10 now. You're off duty.
Yeah, and my relief comes from the other side of the mountain, and he ain't going to be able to get through, so I guess I'm still on duty.
Well, what is there to do now?
You never can tell in a storm like this. Orders are to patrol the highway.
But the highway's likely to be closed.
Right. So I'll patrol it until it is. Thanks for the coffee, Miss Parsons.
Sure you won't stay?
Well, thanks, but I can't.
Won't be any trouble, Sergeant.
Thanks anyway. Say, that car out front.
What car?
Well, a couple hours ago when I was going up the pass. That pink and gray job you were gassing up.
What about it?
In any trouble?
No.
Huh. I just wondered. Hope it got done all right. Cars like that weren't designed for this kind of country.
No, I guess they weren't.
Nor its driver.
Huh?
Screwball. Maybe a little loaded, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, good night, folks. Thanks again for the coffee.
You're welcome.
Night, Sergeant. Well?
Well?
I'll get it.
No, I'll get it. Walt Summit Service.
You ain't left yet, Joey? Get going.
You got the wrong number.
Again?
Again.
What is it, darling?
A screwball.
What's he want?
Who knows? He's drunk. Come on, let's go to bed.
I'm not very sleepy now. I know what. We'll sit up and wait for Dad.
He won't make it now.
He might.
Let's go to bed, I said. Didn't you hear me?
I heard you. All right, we'll go to bed.
Well, go then. I gotta lock up.
All right, honey. Walt?
What?
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. I gotta lock up, that's all. Go on, go to bed. Stop asking a lot of stupid questions.
That'll be 20 cents for 3 minutes.
Yeah, Pete.
Well, how'd you guess it'd be me, Joey?
Let's cut the kidding.
I'm not kidding, Joey. I'm disappointed. I'm real disappointed. I fly all the way down here from Vegas just to talk to you. What happens? You ain't got the courtesy to come down the hill to see your pal. How come you ain't here, Joey?
I'm not coming, Pete.
You're not?
No.
Well, then I guess I'll just have to come up there.
Nobody's asking you.
Joey, that's no way to talk.
Lay off, will you, Pete? I ain't done nothing to you.
You walked out on me, Joey. Nobody walks out on Big Pete. I'll see you in an hour. Joey, don't try taking a powder. A fella at the bar just told me the pass is closed, and the only way out is down the hill, Joey.
I know it, but it...
Want to change your mind and come on down, Joey? Joey?
Were you flashing, sir?
Yeah, I was cut off, operator.
Just a moment and I'll try to connect you. I'm sorry, sir. There seems to be trouble on that line. Probably the storm.
Thanks.
He ain't coming?
Don't worry, it couldn't be better. Line just went out in a storm.
And the pass is blocked. Oh, what a sweet setup.
Yeah, ain't it? All right, come on, let's go.
A pleasure.
That you, honey?
Yeah.
Come to bed.
I can't sleep.
Why not?
I'm worried.
About what? Where are you going? What are you putting on your coat for?
I gotta go down the hill.
What's the matter, Walt?
I'm worried about your dad, honey. I'm going to look for him.
Now, you know he's probably staying down at the Rances. If you're worried, telephone him.
No, I tried. Line's out. I gotta go look for him.
But, Walt, you can't leave me here alone.
I gotta, honey. I gotta.
Oh, Walt, I'm afraid.
There's nothing to be scared of. You'll be safe here.
Your gun. Why are you taking your gun?
I feel better with a gun.
Looking for Dad? Walt, you're keeping something from me. Who's been telephoning all night? Has it got something to do with that man who was here this evening? Tell me, Walt. You've got to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. Now, look. Go back to sleep.
No, I'm going with you.
You can't go out in this storm.
If you're going to look for Dad, I'm going with you. After all, he's my father.
Get back in bed, honey. Please.
If you promise you won't go out.
I can't. I gotta go.
I gotta go alone.
Then it isn't, Dad. It's something else.
Look, honey, don't...
Hey, how come the place all lit up like a Christmas tree? Can't be that much business tonight.
Oh, Dad, thank goodness you're here. This silly husband of mine was going out to look for you. He was afraid you'd skidded into the canyon or something.
An old mountain man like me? Oh, fiddlesticks. Glad you're dressed, old Walt. I promised Sergeant Toohey I'd send you down the road to give him a hand.
Accident?
Yep. Went through the guardrail on Mule's Shoe Curve. Darn fool was driving without chains. One of these fancy new two-tone jobs.
Dad, was it a pink and gray hardtop convertible?
Well, Toohey didn't specify, but he recognized the driver. Big shot gangster from back east, he said. Didn't know the other fellow.
Were they hurt?
Hurt? They're both as dead as last week's hamburgers.
Okay, I'll get going. Honey, will you put the gun back in the drawer? I'll be back in a little while.
All right, honey.
Dad.
Well,
see she gets to bed, will you? She hasn't had much sleep tonight.
Sure.
Don't worry. I'll sleep now.
Good. You know something?
What?
I love you. I love you very much.
Suspense, in which Tom McKee starred in tonight's presentation of Nobody Ever Quits. Next week, the story of two young men and a frightening dare. We call it The Game. That's next week on Suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by Anthony Ellis. Script written by William N. Robeson. The music was composed by Lucian Morwick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. Featured in the cast were Peter Leeds, Joyce McCluskey, Jack Crucian, Larry Thor, Vic Rodman, Irene Barton, Jan Marlowe, and Bill Anders.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
March 8th, 1955, 71 years ago, Suspense here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. A repeat broadcast of this script later on, Night on Red Mountain, was written by William N. Robeson, as we said. And what is even more interesting is that this was William N. Robeson's return to Suspense as a script writer. 1952, William N. Robeson was exiled by the CBS blacklist. Turns out this story isn't really about gangsters. It's an allegory about his forced separation from CBS and his efforts to return to the network. One CBS executive stood in his way for no apparent reason. Background details of the situation are interesting. A window into the blacklist period and CBS management. And I have to tell you that it is an interesting story. Our friends over at the Suspense Project have all you need to know about this at suspenseproject.blogspot.com. suspenseproject.blogspot.com. And if you don't get that, just drop me a note. Either through Facebook or X, we will get that information for you. Alrighty, when Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox returns in a moment, just the facts, ma'am. From Jack Webb as Sergeant Joe Friday in Dragnet.
Our religious institutions are strongholds of the American way of life.
Our country was founded by men who had faith in God and who were willing to endure hardship and sacrifice for the sake of that faith. Today, the religious institutions in your community need your interest and support, so take an active part in religious affairs. Your pastor, rabbi, or priest will give you invaluable family counsel and aid if you are a newcomer to the community. To face the problems of the future, America must be morally strong. And that moral strength comes through worship and faith. Go to church this week and take someone with you.
Now we head to Dragnet, starring Jack Webb, and the episode entitled The Big Laugh. And you got a real piece of work here that Joe Friday's dealing with. 73 years ago, March 8th, 1953.
Sound off for Chesterfield. Chesterfield is best for you. First cigarette with premium quality in both regular and king size. Chesterfield brings you Dragnet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you're about to hear is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. You're a detective sergeant. You're assigned to bunco detail. For the past year, a confidence man has been cheating women in your city. You finally get a lead on him. Your job? Get him. Tonight, I have a new report for you. A most important one, too. Because when you're asked to try a cigarette, you want to know, and you ought to know, what that cigarette has meant to people who smoke it all the time. After a full year of observation, a medical specialist who has given a group of Chesterfield smokers thorough examinations every 2 months for the full year reports no adverse effects to their nose, throat, or sinuses from smoking Chesterfield. More and more men and women all over the country are finding out every day that Chesterfield is best for them. Enjoy your smoking. Try Chesterfields today. They're best for you. Much milder, with an extraordinarily good taste.
Dragnet, the documented drama of an actual crime. For the next 30 minutes, in cooperation with the Los Angeles Police Department, you will travel step by step on the side of the law through an actual case transcribed from official police files. From beginning to end, from crime to punishment, Dragnet is the story of your police force in action.
It was Wednesday, February 12th. It was cold in Los Angeles. We were working the day watch out of bunco detail. My partner's Frank Smith. The boss is Captain Steve. My name's Friday. We were at the Armstrong Thomas department store cafeteria, and it was 3:14 p.m. when I got back to the table. Here, Joe. Let me give you a hand. Oh, thanks. Here you are, Miss Terrence.
Thank you.
I wonder if you'd tell us what this is all about now, ma'am.
Surely. Sorry you had to wait, but I thought it might be better if we talked up here.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you pass the sugar, please?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Here you are.
Well, it's not a pretty thing. I don't know how I could have been so foolish. But I guess when you get to be my age and you haven't got anything, almost any attention makes you forget.
Yes, ma'am. How'd you first meet this man, Benton?
I saw him first at a musicale. I met him very briefly that night. He called me the next day, said that he wanted to see me again. Well, I told him that I didn't think it'd be proper, but he insisted, so that night we had dinner together. He seemed so nice, I still can't believe it.
Yes, ma'am.
Such a wonderful time. I didn't think anybody could be so happy. We ate at a wonderful little place down at the beach. Then we went for a long drive and listened to the music on the radio. Just beautiful. The way the ocean looked, all moonlight and all.
Mm-hmm. When'd you see him again, ma'am?
Not until he left. He'd call a couple of times a day. It got a little embarrassing. The girls at the store here got to kidding me about it, but I didn't care. Then he told me he wanted to marry me. I couldn't believe it. So wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
Then one day he told me that he was going to have to take a business trip up north.
When was that? Do you remember, ma'am?
I guess it was about 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Go ahead, please.
Well, he left. I went down to the station and saw him off. He kissed me and said that when he got back, we'd be married. We were going over to Las Vegas on our honeymoon. Wonderful plan. Wonderful. Then I heard from him, and he got to San Francisco. He called me from the hotel and said that he'd lost his wallet on the train. He told me he'd lost everything. All his money, identification, everything. That's when he asked me for the $100. I didn't think that anything was wrong, so I sent it to him.
Where'd you send it, ma'am?
To his hotel.
Did you hear from him at all after that, ma'am?
Not a word. At first, I thought that maybe he was just busy. I did think it was kind of funny that he wouldn't say something about getting the money I sent, but not a word. Then I got worried.
Yes, ma'am, I can understand.
Finally, I called the hotel, and they told me that he'd checked out. I figured that maybe he was back in town and wanted to surprise me. So I called his apartment. The landlady told me that he had left a couple of weeks before, that he didn't leave any forwarding address.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know what to think. I didn't want to believe that he'd just used me, but there didn't seem to be anything else to think.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, of course, it was only $100. Seems that if he'd wanted to rob me, he could have asked for more. I still don't believe it, even when I know it's true.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I wonder if you could give us a description of the man.
Yes, I can do that. Let's see. He was tall.
About how tall, ma'am?
Over 6 feet, maybe 6 feet 2. He had blonde hair, kind of wavy.
About how much would you say he weighed, Miss Terrence?
I'd just be guessing, but I'd say about 190 or so.
I see. I wonder if you'd be kind enough to come down to the city hall and look at some pictures for us.
You think you might have one of him?
Possible, ma'am. Maybe it'd make you feel a little better to know that you're not the only woman that this Benton has taken. There've been quite a few.
I guess I knew that. Even if I didn't want to believe it, I guess I knew it was just a confidence game. Such a cruel thing, though, to use a person's loneliness to rob them.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
When you get along in years and you haven't got anything to hold on to, little attention and affection makes you forget everything else. Nothing else seems to matter.
Yes, ma'am. I guess that's the way they figure it. Frank and I had been looking for Jonathan Benton for the past year. During that time, he'd taken approximately $37,000 from women in the Los Angeles area. His method of operation was to answer the ads in the personal columns of the daily papers. He'd give the woman a whirlwind courtship, then under the pretext of having to clean up some business before marriage, he'd leave town. He'd call the next day and give them the story about losing his wallet and identification. He'd ask them for $100. This in itself was to throw off the suspicions of the victim. In the event that they suspected that they were being taken in a racket, $100 was small enough so that their fear would answer about 20 to 30 of these ads at a time. And the request for money would hit all of the suspects at once. We'd had several complaints lately, and there was no way of knowing how many women were being taken and were too embarrassed to report it to the authorities. 4:30 p.m. We drove Miss Terrence back to the city hall and had her check the mug books. She was unable to give us an identification, however. Another month passed. During that time, we received 14 more complaints. In all instances, the description of the suspect matched that of Jonathan Benton. All available sources of information were checked. Bulletins had been gotten out carrying his description and the name he used. No result. On Wednesday, March 25th, we got a call that a man answering Benton's description had placed an ad in the personal columns of one of the daily papers. He'd used the name of Thomas Conant. The clerk at the ad counter gave us his address, and at 5:32 p.m., Frank and I went out to talk to him. Yeah? You Thomas Conant?
Yeah, that's right. What can I do for you?
Police officers would like to talk to you.
Sure, come on in. Always glad to talk to the law.
This is my partner, Frank Smith.
How do you do, Mr. Smith?
How do you do, sir?
If you boys will come on in, I'll shut the door.
Thank you.
Now, what's this all about?
Well, sir, did you put this ad in the paper?
Now, let me see. Texas cowman desires to meet petite young lady, object companionship. Spelled everything right, Dad. Yes, sir, that's mine. I wrote it all myself.
How long you been in Los Angeles?
Well, now, let's see. Got in on the bus last Tuesday. That'd make a week and a day.
Uh-huh. What brings you out here?
Well, I guess you could say it's kind of a business trip. Got a little tired of the same faces back home, so I thought I'd just see what the rest of the country looked like. What little is of it. I'm from Texas, you know, Amarillo. Yeah, what's all this about, anyway? Some law I broke?
No, it's about that ad.
Oh, you found out, huh?
Beg pardon?
Oh, you found out about me saying I was a cattleman. That's it, ain't it?
What do you mean?
Well, now, I didn't mean no harm. I do have a couple milk cows on the place, a Holstein and a Guernsey. They're real nice, too. It's just that I was so darn lonesome, and I kind of thought this might be a way to meet some nice gal. I didn't mean no harm. You can see that, can't you?
Yes, sir, I guess so. Wonder if you'd mind taking a ride with us, sir?
Well, I should say not. Always happy to go along with the law. Where you figure to go to?
I'd like you to meet somebody.
Well, now that's right nice of you. Got some gal you'd like me to meet, huh?
Well, it's not exactly that, sir.
Well, it don't matter none. I got nothing to do anyhow. Just sitting here wondering if I get any replies to the ad.
All right, sir. If you wouldn't mind, let's go.
Not at all. I'll get my hat. Don't hardly feel conspicuous in this hat at all.
Is that right?
Yep. Kind of thought people might make something of it, but they hardly even notice it. Had two little kids come up today, ask for my autograph. Guess they figured I was a movie star. Made me feel real good, too. Then I wrote my name for them. They didn't know who I was. That didn't make no mind to them. They just thanked me and went on about the business. Right nice little folks they were.
Yeah, well, let's go.
Sure. Real nice people here in L.A. Real nice. Haven't met a bad one yet.
Well, you haven't been here long. We got them. 5:40 p.m. We drove Thomas Conant downtown and had a car go out and pick up Miss Terrence. While we talked to Conant in the interrogation room, she walked by the open door and looked in at the suspect. She told us that he was not the man who victimized her. She was returned to her home, and after Conant had been checked through R&I, he was released. The next morning, Frank and I ran down a tip from an informant, but it led us nowhere. 10:18 a.m., we checked back into the office. You get the latest bulletin from San Francisco, Joe? Yeah, I looked it over this morning. They checked out the hotel Benton was staying at. He checked out of there. They haven't seen him since. Well, that means he's probably back here in town, huh? Well, if he is, we should start hearing about him again pretty soon. I'll get it. Bunko Friday. Who? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Terrence, I remember. Yes, ma'am. Where was that? Would you give me that again? Yes, ma'am. 48 Vine. Uh-huh. Yes, that's right, ma'am. We'll get in touch with you. Bye. Thank you very much. Bye. Grace Terrence? Yeah, she just saw Benton. Where? Went into an apartment out on Vine Street. 10:41 a.m. Frank and I got to the apartment house on Vine Street. We talked to the landlord, and he told us that a man answering the suspect's description was registered in apartment 4B. He was registered under the name Jonathan Benson. He told us that this Benson had just moved in and paid his first month's rent in advance. He'd said that he was just going to be in town for a short time, and that in the event that he moved out before his month was up, he expected no refund. Frank and I went up to the fourth floor and knocked on the door. Yeah? You Jonathan Benson? Who are you? Police officers want to talk to you. What about? Might be better if we talked inside. Maybe I don't want you in my... All right, now, mister, you get your hat. We want to talk to you downtown. What for? Come on, get your hat.
Just a minute. I think maybe there's been some kind of mistake here. Just tell me exactly what it is you're looking for. I'm sure we can work
Come on, mister. Quit stalling. Get your hat, will you?
Come on in. I'll get my hat.
I'll get it for you. In this closet?
Yeah, the gray one. You sure you got the right man?
Looks that way.
Mm-hmm. No way to work this out.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I don't even know why you want me to go with you. Seems you could fill me in on that.
Got some people we'd like to have you meet.
Who?
You'll see when we get there. Here's your hat. Come on, let's go.
You guys sure think you're the Gestapo, coming in here dragging a private citizen out of his house.
If you haven't done anything wrong, you got nothing to worry about then, have you?
That's not the point. I don't like it. Coming in here and take me downtown so a lot of stupid old broads can look at me.
Who said we wanted women to look at you?
You did.
No, we said we wanted you to meet some people.
Must have misunderstood, huh?
Yeah, I guess you did.
No way we can work this out, huh?
There's no way. Now, come on.
Oh, just a minute. I want to be sure I got my key. I don't want to be locked out.
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
You might not be coming back. Frank and I took Jonathan Benson downtown. We ran him through R&I, but we got no identification. His fingerprints were rolled and checked, but they didn't make him. Miss Terrence was called and asked to come down to the city hall to try to identify the suspect. 2:30 p.m. We took him to the interrogation room. You ever use the name Benton?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
You ever use any other alias?
Why should I?
You tell us.
Now, look, why don't you come off it? Tell me what this is all about.
You told us you just got into town, is that right?
Yeah, I've been here about a week.
Where'd you come from?
Up north.
Where up north?
San Francisco.
You live up there, do you?
Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time? What's that mean?
Just that. Most of the time I live in San Francisco. That hard for you guys to understand?
What line of work you in?
I'm a salesman.
Yeah, what do you sell?
Whatever people want to buy.
What are you selling now?
Nothing right now. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for a deal.
You know a woman named Terrence, Grace Terrence?
I don't think so. Might. Why?
We'd like to know.
Hey, maybe I'm wrong about all of this. I had to be booked, or you had to let me go. They changed that law?
No, that law's still good.
Then let's stop horsing around. I got a lot of things I want to do. Fill me in on this and then let me out of here.
All right. There's been a confidence man working in the L.A. area, been taking money from women. Gives them a big pitch about wanting to marry him, then he hits them up for $100 and leaves them.
Sounds like a good racket.
He's taking a lot of money from people who haven't got it to spare.
Offhand, I'd say a tough luck.
Offhand, we'd say you're wrong.
Way you look at it. Where do I fit into this little fantasy?
You look good for the guy who's been pulling the deal.
Me?
That's right.
You guys are flipping.
Description matches.
So I look like another guy.
Everything else about you checks out.
So you figure you made me for the job, huh?
That's what we figure.
Which way's the gas chamber? Oh, come off it, fellas. You guys know you're trying to hang a bad rap on me. You know it, and so do I. Now, let's call the whole thing off. I can get out of here, and you can get to the pinochle.
I'll get it.
Hello, Miss. They told me I could come over here.
Oh, yes, yes. Once you can, please.
Hello, Jonathan.
What?
Why'd you do it, Jonathan? Why? If you wanted the money, you could have asked for it. I'd have given it to you. You didn't have to lie about what you saw.
Place is full of them loonies.
Is this the man, Miss Terrence?
Yes, Sergeant, that's him.
All right, how about it, Benson?
I don't know what she's talking about. What's this bit with that's him? Loonies jumping with
All right, now, Benson, I've had enough of that. Now, come off it. You've just been identified. We got a lot more of them that we can have here. I think they'll identify you, too.
Why, John? Why?
Oh, get her out of here. One thing I can't stand is a woman bawling. Something comes along they can't figure out right away, they got to bawl. Anything comes along, they got to cry. I'm sick of it.
All right, ma'am. Maybe it'd be better if you waited in our office.
Yes, Sergeant. Still don't know why he did it. Why he took this way to get the money.
I took this way because it was the easy way. You broads are all alike, every last one of you. Let me get a few things straight first. You say I took $100 from you, is that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, I want you to think about this and think real careful. Didn't I say that I wanted to borrow the money? Isn't that what I said, borrow?
Yes, that's what you said.
Did I say that I'd pay the money back in any certain time?
I don't know.
Well, you think real good. You'll remember that I didn't. I just said that I'd pay you back. That's all. I didn't say when.
I don't care.
There you are. Is it any crime to borrow money from a friend? I borrowed the money from her. I'll pay it back.
You said you wanted to marry me. You said you loved me.
Oh, come off it, Sarah. You got no beef. You got the soft light and the romantic music. You got it all. Look at you. Take a good look. Who'd want to marry you? Here, just a minute. Here. Here's $100 I borrowed. I want to pay you back. I got $100 worth of laughs from you. Got much easy. Here's your dough. Now go home and have a good cry. I wouldn't marry you if you were the last woman on earth.
That's enough of that, Benson.
You're not just kidding. This old harpy with romantic ideas. What a laugh. She thinks anybody want to marry her, and she's a loony, too.
I didn't think anybody could be this mean. I didn't think anyone could be this cruel. I don't believe it.
You got no choice. You knew it all along. Thanks for the laughs.
Come on, Miss Terrence.
Imagine that old bag really thinking I'd marry her.
Yeah.
Real laugh. Well, anyway, she got her dough back. I said I'd pay her back. I did. You check with the rest of them. I'll tell you the same thing. I borrowed the money, that's all. I can't help it if they thought something else. I can't help it, Cameron. Come on, let's get this over with. I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
You look upset, Cobb. Don't be. It won't prove anything. That's the way it is.
I got something for you, Benson.
Is that right?
Yeah. Someplace, sometime, you're going to make a mistake.
Is that right?
Yeah, and when you do, we're going to lean on you, and we're going to lean hard.
You are listening to Dragnet, the authentic story of your police force in action.
Chesterfield Regular, Chesterfield King Size. The first cigarette to give you premium quality either way you like them. This means that King Size Chesterfield contains tobaccos of better quality and higher price than any other king-size cigarette. Chesterfield is first to name all its ingredients. Ingredients that make the best possible smoke. And Chesterfield gives you this full year's scientific report. No adverse effects to the nose and throat of a group smoking only Chesterfield. So enjoy your smoking. Change to Chesterfield today. Much milder, with an extraordinarily good taste.
We had 12 of the victims of the confidence man look at Benson. All of them gave a positive identification, but verified his story that he'd borrowed the money from them. 4:25 p.m., Frank and I got in touch with the district attorney's office and talked with them. What Benson had said was true. In borrowing the money, or in saying he was borrowing it, he'd committed no violation of the law. We had to release him from custody. A month passed. During that time, we'd heard nothing more from the suspect. He'd stopped working the Dodge in the Los Angeles area. We contacted the San Francisco authorities and informed them of what had happened. They said that they'd be on the lookout for Benson. During the next 2 weeks, Frank and I worked on a ring of bunco artists that were working the obituary columns. On June 16th, we got a call from Burglary Division that they'd gotten a report of a theft, and talking to the victim, they'd gotten the name Jack Bentley. They checked the files on him and found that it could be Jonathan Benson. The victim, a Miss Betty Lindsay, came to our office to talk to us.
I don't know why they thought that I should see you. It's just a plain theft.
The officers in burglary said that they thought we might be interested in the thief, Miss Lindsay. I wonder if you'd tell us about him.
Lousy crumb. This guy's a real schnook. Schnook of the first water.
Yes, ma'am. What's his name, please?
Called himself Bentley, Jack Bentley. What a bum.
What do you look like, Miss Lindsay?
Tall and blonde. Kind of nice-looking guy if you went for the type. I did. Now I got trouble. Oh, what a no-good bum.
Wonder if you'd take a look at some of the pictures we've got here. See if he's in these.
Sure. I'd like to see you get him. Where are the pictures?
Frank, would you get him, please?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet this Bentley? Do you remember?
Well, I'm sort of the hostess at a place downtown over on 5th. Anyway, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, this schnook comes in, orders a couple drinks, and he leaves. Next night, he's back again. Oh, he was a cagey one. Didn't work too fast. Took about a week to make the pitch, then he asked me out to dinner. Well, he always seemed kind of nice, so I told him I'd go.
Mm-hmm. Here are the pictures, ma'am.
If you just take a look through them and see if there's one of Bentley in there.
Sure. Let's see. No. No. Hey, this one's kind of cute. What's he want it for?
Oh, he works the casualty racket.
What's that?
It gets the names of people that have died, tells their families if they ordered some stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Oh, pen and pencil sets, watches, cheap things. Charges a lot of money for them. Most of the people figure that it's one of the last things their loved ones wanted, so they pay the prices. The stuff's worthless.
Lousy racket. Such a nice-looking guy, too. So honest.
Well, that's why it works.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well, let me see. No, this one's not him. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's him. Ooh, what a nudnik.
Ma'am?
A nudnik, a real bum. But that's him, I'm sure of it.
Benson.
Yeah.
You mean you know this guy?
Yes, ma'am. Wonder if you tell us exactly what happened.
Well, sure, like I was telling you. This guy... Benson?
Yes, ma'am, that's right. Jonathan Benson.
Yeah, well... Anyway, he asked me out to dinner. I told him I'd go. He looked like he was pretty well fixed. I figured it wouldn't do no harm. Well, see, I don't get off till 12:30, and there ain't many places, nice places open after that. But I said yeah, so he told me he'd pick me up. He got to the club about 10 o'clock. Said that he'd gotten through with whatever it was he was doing, that he came by to see if he could use my apartment to freshen up a bit. Freshen up a bit. Boy, what a way to heist the place. Oh, what a bum.
Well, go ahead, ma'am.
Well, I gave him the key of the place. He said that he'd stop at a drugstore and pick up a razor, shave and wash his face, and then he'd be back to pick me up. The last I ever saw of him. Walked off with a fur coat I had. Saved for 3 years for that coat. Cost me $900. And he took a ring worth about $150. Diamonds. Belonged to my mother. Sure hope you get him. Nail him good.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, what a nudnik.
We continued to question Betty Lindsay. She gave us the name of one of Benson's friends. We checked on him, and he gave us the name of a girl who knew the suspect. We talked to her, and she was able to give us Benson's address. It was a rooming house on Franklin Avenue in the Hollywood area. 6:47 p.m. Frank and I went up to his room.
Yeah, come on in. Should have kept my mouth shut. What do you guys want?
We want to talk to you downtown, Benson.
We aren't going to get on that merry-go-round again, are we? I'm getting tired of this whole deal. What are you guys trying to tell me this time?
We didn't have to do it, Benson. You took care of that yourself.
Is that right?
Yep, you made a mistake.
What is it this time? You figure I took some candy away from a blind
All
newsboy?
right, come on, Benson. Let's go.
You going to arrest me this time, or am I going as a favor?
This time it's on us.
You mean we're playing for keeps now?
Yeah.
What's the charge?
Grand theft.
You're kidding.
No.
I really believe you're serious.
That's right. You called it.
Well, this is going to be interesting. If you can't prove this, I'm going to own City Hall, and the first thing I'm going to do is fire you two. You know that, don't you?
Well, we'll take that chance.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. You know, someday I'm going to write a book. Call it Some of My Best Friends Are Cops.
Yeah, you do that.
I will.
You'll have the time. We took the suspect downtown. We talked to him for over an hour, but he'd admit nothing. Without being able to produce the stolen articles, the case would be difficult to prosecute. We had Benson take everything out of his pockets. Among his personal effects, we found a key to a locker in the subway terminal. 2 men from Bunko Division took the key and went down to the terminal. They recovered a locked suitcase and brought it back to the squad room where we were questioning Benson.
How about it, Benson? This yours?
Never saw it before in my life.
It's locked. You got a key to this, Benson?
I told you it wasn't mine. What more can I say?
See those keys there, huh, Frank?
Yeah. Here.
All right.
I don't know what this is all going to prove. I told you the suitcase isn't mine.
Yeah, that figures. That's how come the keys fit, huh?
Cheap suitcase. A lot of the keys double.
Is that right?
Sure, lots of times I lost a key for one suitcase, used the key from another one to open it.
You ever find one of these in the case?
I never saw that fur coat in my life. Haven't got the slightest idea how it got there. I want to talk to a lawyer.
You're getting kind of jumpy, aren't you, Benson?
Sure, I don't mind admitting it. I told you I got no idea where that coat came from, but I know you guys aren't going to believe it. You're out to get me. You said so. You're going to try everything you can do with it.
You want to tell us about it now?
There's nothing to tell. I don't know nothing about it.
You don't ever give up, do you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I want to see a lawyer.
All right, we'll fix it so you can put that call in. We got the owner of this coat on the way down here. She's going to identify him, and that's all we need. Now, you just sit there and keep your mouth shut, will you?
I'll get it. Bunko, Smith. What's that? Oh, yeah, sure. Sure, I remember. What? You did, huh? Well, that's swell. Glad to hear it. Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not much of an authority, I guess. Her name's what? Yeah, it's a nice name. Well, I'll be glad to tell him. I'm sure he'll be pleased. Thanks very much for calling. When are you leaving? I see. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Anything?
Yes, that kid from Texas, you know, that Thomas Conant?
Oh, yeah. You mean the cattleman?
Yeah, got an answer to his ad.
Is that right?
Yeah. Somebody called him up, and he said that he made a real good deal for himself, and he's shipping her back to Texas.
Well, you mean he found a girl?
No, bought himself another Holstein.
The story you've just heard was true. The names were changed to protect the innocent.
On October 17th, trial was held in Department 87, Superior Court of the State of California, in and for the County of Los Angeles. In a moment, the results of that trial.
Now, here is our star, Jack Webb.
Thank you, George Fenneman. Quality throughout is what we try to put in every Dragnet show, and it's what Chesterfield gives you in every cigarette. It's the first premium quality cigarette in both regular and king size. I'm smoking 2 packs a day myself. I can tell you that they're milder, with a real good taste. Chesterfield.
Jonathan Arthur Benson, alias Jack Bentley, was tried and convicted of grand theft. He received sentence as prescribed by law. Grand theft is punishable by imprisonment in the state penitentiary for not less than 1 nor more than 10 years. You have just heard Dragnet, a series of authentic cases from official files. Technical advice comes from the Office of Chief of Police W.H. Parker, Los Angeles Police Department. Technical advisors Captain Jack Donahoe, Sergeant Marty Wynn, Sergeant Vance Brasher. Heard tonight were Ben Alexander, Peggy Weber, Harry Bartell. Script by John Robinson. Music by Walter Schumann. Hal Gibney speaking.
For a million laughs, tune in Chesterfield's Martin and Lewis Show, Tuesday on this same NBC station. And sound off for Chesterfield. Either regular or king size, you'll find premium quality Chesterfield much milder. Chesterfield is best for you.
Chesterfield has brought you Dragnet, transcribed from Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, make tomorrow your D-Day. Get an extra bond for defense. Step into any bank or post office and buy yourself a profitable share in America's future. As an investment, bonds are better than ever. They can help you save safely, conveniently, and profitably. So whether you already buy on the payroll savings plan where you work or the bond-a-month plan where you bank, get an extra bond for defense tomorrow.
Tonight, it's Adventure with Barry Craig on NBC.
73 years ago, March 8th, 1953, Dragnet here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. It's a Sunday, and that means we go back to New York City and see what's going on with David and Claudia next.
Our country was founded by men who had faith in God and who were willing to endure hardship and sacrifice for the sake of that faith. In these troubled times, there is need to support a way of life based on the enduring principles of religion, which knit the family together, make for good citizenship, and build the character of the children. The religious institutions in your community need your interest and support, so take an active part in religious affairs. Your pastor, rabbi, or priest will give you invaluable family counsel and aid if you're a newcomer to the community. To face the problems of the future, America must be morally strong, and that moral strength comes through worship and faith. Go to church this week and take someone with you.
Boy, you wouldn't hear that on radio today as a public service announcement, would you? Let's go back now 78 years, March 8th, 1948, and see what's going on with David and Claudia.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia. Claudia, based on the play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you, transcribed, Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
Isn't it nice and late, David? You can't hear anything but our footsteps.
It was a very long movie, wasn't it? It was not only long, but it seemed longer.
I'm glad we went.
There wasn't even one Mickey Mouse. I don't know what you found to be so happy about.
Nice walking home like this.
You really want to walk all the way?
I wouldn't dream of doing anything else. It's wonderful to be alone. So late it feels as if we were the only people awake in all of New York.
It isn't as late as all that. It's hardly 1:45.
Maybe people in New York go to bed earlier than other people think they do.
Maybe. Not everybody's in bed, though. There's the subway.
Maybe it's empty.
Somebody has to drive it, you know. There's always a motorman.
Maybe there isn't. Maybe it's going all by itself. Maybe it just got tired of sitting wherever subway trains sit when they're not going anyplace. Decided to take itself out for a ride.
Well, maybe, but I doubt it. You sound kind of tired. In fact, you sound as though you were half asleep. Sure you aren't?
Me? Sleepy? I feel wonderful. So glad we're walking.
That's good. There goes the only cab I've seen since we left the theater.
I wouldn't ride in a cab for anything. I just want to be alone with you. Not even a cab driver around.
Well, I thought you liked cab drivers.
Not tonight. David, do you have any idea how I feel?
Oh, sure. Sleepy.
I feel as though we were the only two real people left in New York.
A moment ago, we were the only two people awake. Now we're the only two people real. I hope nobody heard you say that. They might resent it.
Oh, darling, you know what I mean. I feel as though we've been left the whole city.
By a rich aunt, I suppose.
Or a fairy godmother. And in the morning, if we wanted, we can bring everybody back to life again. Right now, we're keeping it very private, just for the two of us.
New York couldn't belong to a nicer girl.
She couldn't belong to a nicer man.
And one of the nicest things about you is that I'm never sure when you sound sleepy.
David, that's the sweetest thing you ever said to me.
Oh, listen to the cats. Way off down the street somewhere, the trash men are collecting the trash.
There's a locomotive.
That's not a locomotive, that's a tugboat.
Sounds like a locomotive.
Indeed it does. If only there were some steam locomotives in New York, that might very well be one of them.
Aren't there any?
No.
Well, why didn't I ever know anything like that before I got married?
Well, I hope because you were never out as late as this before. Or maybe the gentlemen you knew were too busy talking about your lovely eyes.
You like them?
Oh, they're fine. Well, it would be a big help if you could see in the dark.
You don't have to see, you can just listen.
You certainly hear better in the dark. Listen to that fire siren. It's miles away, probably, but the city's so quiet you can hear it clearly.
I like sirens, don't you? They're very exciting.
Just the thing for the living room.
We ought to throw out the hurdy-gurdy and get a new siren.
I suppose the next modern composers will be writing concertos for the siren.
David, it's much closer.
Maybe they're coming this way.
I hear more than one siren now, too, don't you? Must be a big fire.
Well, they always sound big at night. It's sort of a chilly sound, isn't it?
Oh, I don't think so. It's a little like hearing somebody walk down the street whistling when you're in bed.
Well, maybe that's so when they're far away, but it's not a nice sound when it's coming your way. And these, Claudia, are coming our way. Look at those lights.
You hear the motors.
They're turning the next corner.
David, look at that red glow over those buildings.
The fire's right around the corner. What are we waiting for?
Can we go watch it?
Come on, darling. Come on.
Lady, unless you got boots and a badge, you can't pass here.
Claudia, that's the fire line.
Won't they let us get any closer?
Lady, you don't want to get any closer. You see that wall? You don't want that falling down on your pretty little head now, do you?
We can't do any good here.
Oh, so it's good you're wanting to do. Well, lady, the police department and the fire department have this condition well in hand. Thank you for your kind offer of cooperation, however. The commissioner and I are very grateful indeed.
There's nothing to do but watch. Some fire, isn't it?
So high. In flames, you can actually see the flames.
It's a real condition, all right. It's a clear 3-alarm condition.
You mean a 3-alarm fire?
Certainly. See that red car there?
Mm-hmm.
That's the battalion chief. He comes along with the first alarm and sees what kind of a condition you got.
Fire.
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 Say, there's a lot to a condition besides just a fire. There's the type of construction, and the smoke and combustibles.
Look at them go right into the building where all the fire is. Oh, David, aren't they brave?
If I came along and saw something like that, I'd just want to turn right around and go back to the firehouse.
And play checkers. They're a bunch of lazy bums, those firemen.
I think that's a terrible thing to say. Look at them. Hey, isn't that somebody climbing over the roof?
He hasn't got the brains he was born with. Besides, it looks a lot harder than it is.
I think it's just as hard as it looks.
Not for them fellas. They got rocks in their heads. Just a bunch of dumb idiots.
But you sound like an Irishman yourself, officer.
But Fireman Timothy J. Kilbride of County Cork.
County Cork, isn't that in Connecticut? Oh, no, we live in Nutmeg County.
County Cork's right in the heart of old Ireland. Not that I give you 2 cents for the whole of it, lady. Don't get me wrong now. I can talk about them firemen because my dad was a fireman.
Here in New York?
Oh, Engine Company number 12. Say, he was a famous fella in the old days, and he still is if you listen to him. Lieutenant Smoky McBride. There was never a condition that could lay him out. That's what he says.
Condition? What does he mean?
He means he means a condition.
David, it's going to spread to the building next to it, isn't it?
Well, naturally. Those fellas like it to spread. It makes more of a show, don't you know? Give people something to look at.
How are they going to get people out?
Nobody in those buildings. Just a couple of deserted old warehouses. Why, they'd ought to let the whole thing burn down just to get them out of the way. But not those fire fellas. Oh, no. Not when they got a good crowd like this one.
Where did everybody come from? Just 10 minutes ago, we were walking home, and we thought we were the only people left in the city.
No, everybody loves a fire.
Everybody loves to watch people in trouble, mister. That's the whole secret of the human race.
Is that it?
And when you got thousands of people filling the street and yelling for action, that's when along comes the fire department to put on a performance. No crowd, no fireman. If you've got a crowd, all of a sudden, it takes 100 firemen to take care of a condition you could handle with as much water as you could get in a Mrs. Thimble.
Well, that's a fine way for the son of a fireman to talk.
Son of a fireman. See, I got 2 brothers who are firemen, too. You ought to hear the way we talk to each other when we get home. I'm the only cop in the family.
Maybe that's what made you so bitter.
Bitter. Me? Say, you ought to listen to them. The whole story is my brothers is lazy. To be a cop, you got to be 2 inches taller than to be a fireman. And my brothers was too lazy to stretch. They lost out by half an inch.
You were stretched?
I sure was. You'd never know to look at me, would you? They stretched me 1.5 inches, so I made it. Danny and Pat was too lazy to stretch. So what happens?
What happens?
Danny and Pat, the lazy bums, they get all the glory. Everybody stands around owing and eyeing. They climb back and forth like a couple of monkeys, and everybody cheers and says they're heroes. And when they walk down the street, they're everybody's pals.
Look at those flames, David. You can feel how warm they are on your face.
I think they're getting part of it under control. You remember a few minutes back, there were flames coming out of that part right back over there. Now all you can see is smoke.
Well, they'd have had it under control 5 minutes ago if they'd wanted to. But that's firemen for you. And all a policeman's good for is telling people to get out of the way. It's a nice world, ain't it?
Well, don't the policemen keep the firemen from walking off with the family silver?
Now, none of that talk, young fella. I'll run you in.
And Officer Kilbride would keep people from running off with furniture after his brothers had carried it down to the street.
Nobody'd run off with the furniture, David.
Oh, they wouldn't they? Lady, you don't know what people are like. In the first place, these conditions wouldn't start without people.
Well, how about spontaneous combustion?
I never heard of it. I heard of people sleeping in bed with a lighted cigarette in their mouth, dropping a match in a waste paper basket, leaving the stove on.
What did you say?
I said leaving the stove on starts fires.
Leaving the stove on. David, I don't remember turning it off.
Oh, don't be silly. You turned it off all right.
David, I'm not sure. And I'm sure that if I remembered, I'd be sure.
How's that?
You don't look like the kind of lady who goes out and leaves the stove on. Or do you? I can't really see so good in this light.
I know I turned it off under the soup and the string beans, the coffee. I know I left it burning.
I guess they haven't got it under control. Here comes more engines.
They ain't coming here.
You're sure of that?
Sure. I can tell by the sound. And this fire's under control. Now, they're going somewhere else in the neighborhood, though. There's another condition around here somewhere.
Another one around here? The stove, David. We better go home.
Now, but Claudia, there's no...
What, lady?
David, let's hurry.
Come on, then.
Come on. Hurry up, David. I'm sure it's the
stove. There it is. Our house.
Doesn't look as though there was a fire here after all.
Well, guess you did remember to turn off the stove, Mrs. Norton.
Guess I did.
It's all right, darling. Most of the people in the world are the same way. Whenever they hear a fire engine, one part of them thinks it must be going to my own house.
Me too. It's awfully quiet.
Mm-hmm. We're the only people left in the city again. New York belongs to us.
No, we're not the only people. I know Officer Kilbride is somewhere around. David, will we have to have a fire of our own to find him again?
Well, I hope not. Why?
Well, when he started talking about stoves, I forgot to ask him the most important question of all.
What was that?
David, how am I ever going to find out?
Find out what?
How he was stretched.
These broadcasts are adapted for radio by Manya and Roger Starr.
Oh, hey there, lad. Just a moment, please.
Yes, Officer Kilbride?
Say, is the lass ever going to know how I was stretched?
Well, you never know what Claudia's going to know.
Well, I hope she'll never be knowing what it is to have a fire of her own.
Well, fire's one thing you can't be too careful about, isn't it?
And it's a good thing to keep yourself protected as well, particularly when you have your own home.
Well, Officer Kilbride, could you be suggesting that Claudia and David protect their new house with some fire insurance?
I leave it to Mr. Norton. That young man knows what he's doing.
And he'll have to know what he's doing tomorrow, because that's when David will try to sell Claudia on buying some fire insurance.
That's a job for a man, all right. I sure would like to be there to hear that. Well, goodbye, lad.
And I'll bet David wishes you'd be there tomorrow, too, when he introduces Claudia to fire insurance. Goodbye, Officer Kilbride. The entire production of this broadcast was supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney. Your teenager's notion of a good time may not always jive with yours, but one delight of teenagers is quite understandable, and that's Coca-Cola. Give youngsters plenty of ice-cold Coke and fun's in the air, which is only natural, for Coke is what any of us orders when we want to enjoy the pause that refreshes. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you, transcribed, with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir. And remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For ice-cold Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes.
I love it when they do those little interactions with Joe King. Claudia, 78 years ago, March 8th, 1948, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Join us tomorrow for a lot of Arch Obler. I didn't even notice this at the time. We'll have Arch Obler's plays, Johnny Got His Gun, starring Jimmy Cagney. We'll also have an episode of Lights Out from 1943, Barry Craig Confidential Investigator from 1955, and an episode of The Mysterious Traveler, and another episode of Claudia dealing with the life insurance. Have yourself a great day. We'll see you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater right here. I'm Wyatt Cox.